She blinded me with science. She blinded me with science. Science. Ow. That hurt. That really hurt. Grogu, help me. Help me, Grogu, help me. Oh my goodness, here. See the string's working. Switching. I don't know how. All right. As people begin to shuffle in, we have Sync in Time, who is currently working. Blessed be working. He be blessed by work. Leave you on in the background. Oh well, I appreciate your patronage. Don't patronize me. Yeah. No, I truly hope you're doing good there, Thinking Time. So few people in the world ever have a person who's like, yeah, I heard about that guy. I don't think he's like, what you saying. But you say he was like, driving people around in a taxi cab, I kind of believe it. Or if he was like delivering food, I believe it. What up, Jack? Jack. How you doing? Word. He says word. He didn't say it with that inflection, but he did say word. He's like, word. So, I hope everyone's doing well. Jack, I hope you're doing well. Right? That's right. I got a real deal Halo gun. A real deal Halo gun. It doesn't work. I mean, it does work. It's just not like work the way it works in the games. I be playing a fishing game. How are you? Cheers is how. Cheers is how I are. Yeah. I hate to do this, but ruin the moment with a sweet, disgusting, horrible death stick. Let's try a bowl piece instead, huh? Got a bowl piece in here, huh? I don't want to sell any statistics. You want to go home and rethink your life. I'm going to go home and rethink my life. So, like every other stream, you can ask me stuff. Or you can look at Homer spinning if you're high on drugs, and this is really going to get you there, I'm telling you. Especially you psychedelic folks out there, I'm really with you. Or if you really want to take your time, you can actually order something off the McDonald's menu right there. You should have some fries. No, not a McMuffin. Fries. No, not a water fries. All right. You know what? You're going to have to zoom in on the screen on your phone or whatever to do that. Dude, man, if I had a bunch of mushrooms, you know what I would never do? Forget about them. I'd be like, when's the next time I can take several days off to do those mushrooms? Not that I particularly be interested in doing mushrooms right now, particularly as a person. And 4 likes, me, just 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? And I also tonight want to ponder the immense question, the immutable question: what can you fit into a thank you bag that's this small. What is this for? This isn't for a beer, right? This isn't for, yeah, maybe some candy bars, right? You go up to the store, candy bars, pack of smoke, right? Right? Also, the most beautiful thing I've ever photographed. You know how much fun people used to have before computers and essentially maybe they just take a bag, fill it with air, and pop it around against each other's hands, all like fun like, all like, hey, it's called a ball. I'll just hit you and yours. Hey, hey. No, come on, that's not. But yeah, what do you fit in this bag? I think we got cigars today. Pops had to get his cigars. So, cigars, and I think there was also, unfortunately, a pack of death sticks. I've been doing real well, right? I've had like 2 today, okay? Like, I'm doing real well. But yeah, if you're wondering and curious about that there Halo pistol, well, that there's a Boomco gun. I don't know if you know what Nerf is, but if you're a Nerf nerd, well, that didn't sound right, did it? Let me go over the end of my ring. Yeah, if you're a Nerf. No, see, that didn't work either. If you're a nerd for Nerf stuff, you'll know that there was this company out. What year was this? Come on, it's on the label. 2015, a decade ago, Mattel did this. Mattel did that, and they had the license to the Halo stuff, and they had some really great friggin' models. They got one that's it's a gross misrepresentation of the rifle that it's like copying, right? And here I am, like I've shown like these gigantic friggin' Gears of War, like NECA property, these things. Like, come on, dude. Like, I think tomorrow if I get to stream, it'll be Thor's Hammer night. Do some Thor's Hammer. I loved smoking. Dude, I'm telling you, right? Here's the thing. Like, I've known people who did like, heroin, right? And then they're like, yo, man, if I could just quit smoking cigs, right? And I remember like the last person that like I knew was like that, I'd like been quitting and they like freaking OD'd and yeah, it was over. I was just like, yeah, fuck it, And not to mention, like, people don't get it, right? I was like, being self-destructive was cool back when. Being like, yeah, screw the world, yeah, nihilism, even though we never, like, none of us could ever understand exactly what the fuck that meant. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what's up, you're 16, what do you know about nihilism? I mean, I hate to put it to you like that. But no, like, I don't know, like, the kids nowadays, like, it's all coming back, y'all. It's these kids, man. He's got to find out some way to get through to these kids. Fucking Cartman. Damn it. And if anyone wonders why I talk like this, it's literally because short videos enabled it in my brain. It used to be like I'd say popular movie quotes to express my feelings, and now I just tell people how I feel because it moves from like subject to subject so quickly. But yeah, so here's the one thing about these particular things that if you ever buy one of these, right, don't do this. Don't ever do that. Don't do that because you've already done something wrong. And I learned this the long way, right? You got to put a dart in it for it to shoot. Now, what kind of dart is it? It's not a foam dart. It's a straw with a little rubbery silicone tip. And these things move really fast. So, Boomco used to be, about 10 years ago, 12 years, 11 years ago, this company that was making kind of Nerf alternatives. And these were some of the best ammo types ever. Because you could just like straighten it out, maybe take a heat gun or a little bit like a lighter and straighten it all out. But if you find one of these, And if it's like this, find one of these, put it in there, depress the trigger, and help someone out. I don't know how to explain that any better. But like I said, just to prove it's real, and I'm a person. Hi, I'm a real person. Check it out. Realism. Nah, Jack, I'm just saying, don't ever smoke them. Don't do it, Jack. Don't do it. You gotta, no, no, Jack. And then here you are, you're like, no. And I'm like, no, Jack. Sorry if I had to illustrate that for the world. Sorry I have one, even, just to make that point. But like I said, I waited, I slept in, right? I waited like 3 hours. I think I had one after I ate like kind of lunchish. I wasn't eating lunch, right? But we cooked dinner, I had one, and then I haven't had one since. And that was about 55 minutes ago before I got really ready to just get down with the night and go to sleep early, which I've been doing lately. I seem to go through these like cycles of sleep where it's like I can go sleep early, or I go to sleep late. Like my mind rejects it eventually. It's kind of weird. Yeah, I won't. I know you won't. You know why? Because I'm going to say it to you every day. Don't smoke. Don't ever smoke and enjoy that delicious cigarette ever again. Don't light the tip up and smoke the creamy, delicious smoke into your lungs, exhaling as you feel relief for the first time in, what'd you say, a million years? Yeah. Don't fucking do it, dude. I mean, unless you know, like, you can see the plane and you got like, hey, you've got fucking 10 minutes. We're going down, right? Or you can see the train or whatever, and you're not gonna try and like jump and tumble. It's in Tokyo. It's a bullet train. You can see the other one coming. Then maybe go ahead. For the record. I mean, I'll be real. Like, I've smoked way too much of everything in my life. Not crack, not crack. Yo, Eddie, early Eddie, learning with Juan, Juan. Yeah, I was literally just talking about that, like, get my drinks in, like, hang out, talk to people. I'm not like even like screwed up or, I mean, I've had that much out of this thing. That's not a lot. Not a lot for me. Hit that like for Eddie, Juan says. And I have 5 likes, which is cool. 5 likes, thank you very much. Or do your intro of me. I did. It was like, Juan. Learning with Juan. The only thing that I've learned from Juan is to spell learning with and Juan. Right? Those are the things, the 3 things that I've learned from Juan. So when someone says you learn nothing from Juan, I'm telling you, if you say at Learning with Juan, I have learned nothing from you, that is untrue. You have learned to say at Learning with Juan. That is a specified trait. That is not everyone has that, okay? You think like, who's a celebrity? You think like fucking Brad Pitt gets out of the morning, or gets out of bed in the morning and he's like, man, you know what? The only thing I ever want to do is learn how to say Learning with Juan. No. It's a specialized trait. You gotta know the guy to have the fucking ability. Cheers, motherfuckers. And also, non-motherfuckers, just regular people, whoever are out there. Cheers to all of you. Ha! I'm a little high strung. Just remember that. And I've made Juan happy. Isn't that really the goal? Isn't that really where you want to be? Where Juan is all right with you? You know what I need? I need like a jazz band, like a dude. I mean, no offense to Francis here. I mean, we could put him on at the front and with like a beret or something, but just like a stack, right? You know, and it's like doom 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 doom. So I can do like some like expressive poetry shit. That's all I'm saying. Should be like, all right, welcome to Learning with Juan. Learning with Juan is here in chat. With Skunk Funk, hey, hey, for real, dude, if we could get any kind of like, actual money around here, there would be funding for what happens. But Blue Bossa, hey, Blue Bossa, that's a good one, dude. I like Blue Bossa. Francis, Francis and the Blue Bossa, that's good. That's good. Hey, you Shorts McGee TV. How's your walks going, man? You still carrying the flag and all that, man? I hope you're doing well. I ain't seen you in a few days. We've been snowed in, you know that. Ha, you do know. You, see, exactly. I do know. And Skunk Funk is all right. Also, I don't know if you noticed, I definitely did a video today with Supertramp in it, and it's one of the more jazzy ones. Definitely. No, I hope to see you again soon, Mr. McGee. Like you, dude, you've been, posting stuff, and I watch it. 9 likes, people. 7 people, 9 likes. Everybody likes Raymond. My name's not Raymond. Sorry. I didn't mean to disappoint you. My name's Ed. Yeah, I'm high strung. It's okay. This is actually how I get a lot of the energy out. So I don't know how to explain that. But yeah, normally like everything just builds and builds and builds, and then I have to do this. But yeah. So I did some memorabilia videos, some shorts about this, some Gears of War stuff. So I think I'm going to do Halo stuff next. I got a couple of these Halo guns. I even have the Nerf Halo gun. I like Halo a whole lot. So that's coming down the pork belly pipeline. You got a long former? Oh, nice. Oh yeah, hey, dude. I think I saw you posting something about that. I'm ready, dude. I'm ready to fucking watch that. And didn't you say something about like that had like some things? Dude, I'd love to see any behind the scenes you ever do, on that too. Because that's a good, if you ever like, yeah, maybe behind the scenes with a lot of this and that, it's a good idea for your shorts and stuff to promote a longer form video. And I've seen that dude. I don't want the world's sourest candy, dude. It's like, dude, it's like the brutal hot chip, right? No, no. I think the most I might ever do is go on hot ones. Like I'd do that maybe. Like that seems semi-acceptable, right? But like it's like someone like, yo, you want to try this no, it was a Carolina Reaper. This was like years ago, and I was like, no. They're like, you sure, man? I was like, no. He's like, why not? I was like, I got a buddy who fucking farms those things. No, no. I say nay to thee. I will stand by that. But I will tell you, if you'd like a nice hot sauce, El Yucateco is a good one. Mariana's got a good one. The extra hot one's my dad's favorite. I like the El Yucateco Rojo, the Verde. I like what's another good one? Here's the thing, right? If you're ever looking for the right tasting cheese to get like Taco Bell type like flavor cheese, it's literally just Frito's friggin' jalapeno cheddar. That's the shit that they pump out of there. It's like Fritos jalapeno cheddar. Sprinkle a little bit of real cheese on it. It's really nice. I'm telling you. And then nachos. You're done. Just stop buying shit from places. Just start buying the cans of stuff and like making it home. It literally takes me 20 minutes in the morning to cook a breakfast, and that's if I want a biscuit. It takes me 10 if I want like fucking, or it takes me 12 minutes if I want like toast. So I'm saying like life is easy, okay? Like humanity, like has worked to make convenient cookware, convenient ovens, amazing knives available on Amazon called Verk knife. You know, what up, Rob? How you doing? That's right. I already knew you were here. It's cool. I saw you at the corner of my eye. VRK, VRYK, Vierk knife, right? So it's like Vierk knife, VRYK, Vierk knife. It's like uh, someone asked me what like if Savvy ever wants to know the way you pronounce a company, he's like, yeah, I drive a Toyota. I was like, yeah, that's how you say it. What? It's like, well, you could be like Toyota, right? Or you could be like push it a little bit, but like you're saying Toyota fine, right? And he's like, all right, well, I like that Volkswagen. I was like, oh, you mean that Volkswagen, right? I guess that's the name of it. No, like, well, that's the thing. Is like, even I had to think about it for a minute. Like, like, because VRYK is like a Viking, because even you kind of saw that on there, too. You were saying it in the review. By the way, good review. It was a nice review. I'm telling you, you have a voice. Y'all got to sub to Rob 8363. He's got a very, what I would call like a smooth Southern voice. I have what I would consider like a strong, abrupt, and powerful type. It's like that's why when it breaks down, it's like, no, it's okay for real. It's very much so Batman. Like I think that's what inspired me my entire life to get to like this place where I could just be like, hello and welcome. Like the TV announcer voice, which they're just gonna make it out of computers now or whatever. That's why I announce my own existence instead of announcing TV shows, which is probably a better paycheck. Whatever. Believing in yourself really means a lot to people. It tells people that you're willing to show up for yourself in the morning. That's more than anything else. Believing in you, being good at it, that's the beginning of the secret to existence itself. Also, if I could tell you, just don't take life too seriously. You never get out of it alive. Because we never get out of it alive. None of us. Alas, the eventuality of the melting snow of winter coursing through our brain, considering the exact existence of our own winter. Alas, this winter is spirited of my own mind. For tomorrow, I shall forsooth continue to make toolbox videos because it's the only thing I have to money I have money for it all. Yeah, I know no one knows that. The thing is, like, I think perhaps you should like find a good little short section of it and cut it, and then be like, check out the video with the text thing that I taught you. Like, hit the AA button, and then be like, check out the video with a little finger. Just hit the AA button again. Say, check out the video! Exclamation point, and then hit the AA button again, and then put another, and then point it down to the bottom of the screen. It's not going to be perfect. I'm just saying. Man, I still got an ass ton of snow, bro. There is a bunch of friggin' snow here still. A bunch of friggin' snow. It's an annoying amount of it. Also, like, how, like, we're a little bit further south, so our equipment for plowing and snow shit, it gets used every 4 or 5 years, at best. So, today, like, the neighborhood was, The connecting road is, And then up on the main road was fine. So, like, and we're not in the city or nothing, so we ain't gonna get no one. Although we did get someone down here plowing, so. And when I mean plowing, I mean literally like just two people in the middle of the street naked plowing. No, I'm just joking. That was a joke. No, like a guy with a full truck plowing all that. Well, what's your elevation too? I mean, you like Piedmont area, or are you like in the mountain, like the you're in the Piedmont area, right? No, you're on the coast, right? You're on the coast, so you get like a lot of heavy sunshine. It's like the foliage around there is not so thick. See, we're in the Piedmont down here, so we're like encrusted with like a shit ton of trees down here. So like consistently, the temperature in town is like 20, maybe 30 degrees, like warmer, right? Sometimes in downtown than it is here. That's why they measure the temperature of the whole town out by the airport, which is where I'm at. So you're across the line, okay, but you're still coastal though, right? See, because there's one thing someone said to me in a comment once, man, you're so fucking stupid. You're dumb as a box of rocks or whatever. And I said, man, that joke is so old. Someone killed it with a fucking box of rocks, bro. Like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you, right? And I think it's all still public and everything. Yeah, it's your coastal. I got you. Yeah, yeah. I would venture a guess to say that you're getting a shit ton more sun than me because we're getting a lot of like shade from trees around here. But no, I like there is one that I put a love on, and it's an old hammer video where I was like, parts of a hammer. Do you ever think that you hit a nail with the face of a hammer, right? And then if you have a certain hammer, you can actually hit the head of a nail with the head of a hammer. And the guy said, "This man is the definition of idiocy." And I said, like, laughy face, did you see the part where I explained all the parts of the hammer? Question mark. The whole point is like I'm not smart, but I am. I'm not stupid, but I am. I think I'm just a person. I think the thing that people don't realize about other people is like you can be dumb as a box of rocks, but you should be like at least smart enough to know not to make that joke. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because there's a lot of woods. Yeah, but like what kind of woods though, right? Like are you a lot of assholes on you. I like Rob, I gotta be real, like I I've encountered a few of them, yes. Most of them during live streams, a couple during comments. Most of them are still up in comments. So if you go searching for comments on the channel, that's actually a fun thing to do. Go watch any video that I put up and see what Rob's saying. Just see, is he giving a standard response or is he actually excited? It's a good question, right? It's like, uh, oh, I already have one. Sweet. We can do this. It's like I have so many videos now. I have like over 1,000 videos in I think a few months here. It was like, or it was like no, it was like 6 months or 7 months. That's what I'm saying. It's like I recognize I need to like slow down, diversify, do a bunch of different stuff. It's whatever, right? Yeah, I have had to. Yeah, I know you have. And you blocked them. I've blocked maybe two guys from a chat once who were like talking that HH friggin' stuff. I'm just vehemently against that, dude. If you want to know why, just go check out Stalag 13. Yeah, Stalag 13 is one of my favorite movies to watch with Dad, especially at Christmas. And it's basically the prototype movie for Hogan's Heroes. Hogan's Heroes stole a bunch of shit from that show, or from that movie. So, I'm okay. Here's a good way to explain, right? A true acolyte is a great name for me because I've followed almost everything that I fell in love with my entire life, right? Like, I know shit about Volkswagen BWs or Volkswagen, like, Carmen Gias, like Beetles. I know shit about, like, the engines. I know stuff about everything, right? I don't know, like, someone called me Dante once, and I was like, although I understand the reference, I don't need to know everything. I just need to know what I need to know to survive. And if that means knowing almost everything, that means knowing almost everything. Cheers, by the way. Cheers. Now that I've literally evoked the writer of the several levels of hell that all of us maybe perhaps seem to find ourselves in frequently, especially here in real life. Cheers. Because it's a serious cheers. Cheers. Or chairs if you're an owl. Someone asked me once if I ever got checked for manic depression. I said, yeah, but I told him he was right, and then I told him he was wrong, and then I got really upset, and then I got really cool with it. No, reality is I just, my brain moves so fast. Like, okay, that helps during the day. This helps at night for me to wind down to turn off the receptors. I used to play video games, and I used to play them for way too long. And it's not because my brain was like, ah, you need video games. It's because, you know, my brain just wouldn't turn off, right? Oh, yeah, by the way, since I brought this down, I figured I'd bring down the other thing I have too, huh? Hey, that'd be a cool thing. I've got a couple of them. I just don't want to reveal everything in the first stream where I start talking about these silly Boomco guns. But here's a UNSC pistol with a pair of UNSC dog tags. Yeah, we're all deal with something good or bad. No, here it is. Like, we are all people, okay? It's like this, okay? I like used to have arguments with this one person in particular. I won't name names or anything, but it was a good friend of mine, and he'd always tell me, he's like, you know, this and that, you know, and you'd always like, you know, like, well, what would you do? Or you always do this, what is it called? What about this or what about that shit, right? And I'd be like, yo, bro, I'm talking about the situation right now, right? Like, everyone has an innate want to just chill out, smoke, drink, whatever the fuck, not smoke or drink, right? They just want to live their life doing what they're doing, right? You guys want to make like wooden ducks out of oak cutoffs for the rest of your life? You should be able to do that. By the way, I would love to buy a little oak duck, bro. Holy shit. I don't need fucking cool decoration around my fucking place. Think I couldn't put a little, I don't know, which medium was your like smallest size duck? Could we do a bath like a bath size duck, a little ducky? We do a ducky carved out of wood. I would love a ducky carved out of wood. Sorry. Yeah, UNSC dog tags. You got the. I can't remember. This is Reach. I'm pretty sure this is from Reach. But yeah, little dog tags, and you got the UNSC logo. Just like the COG tags. Yeah, I kind of get into stuff. I also have like a bunch of other shit around here. Like, I just gotta find the box. There's a box that is literally that entire show nostalgia box that I've been doing, which is this stuff, that and this, and you know, I found over the years, Rob, we're not all that. Some of us are like just skating by. Some of us genuinely don't give a crap. Some of us genuinely give a crap, just are powerless to do anything in the world about it. This is why I never talk about politics, because I always feel fucking helpless about it all. Like someone else is pulling the levers on my life. Like I'm just fucking, I don't know, insert relevant Wizard of Oz character, relevant to your own existence. You know, insert that character. Right? You know, like I honestly don't identify with any of them, right? Like I might identify with like, you know, a munchkin perhaps in the back of the crowd, it feels. Even though I'm such a large person, like I blend in. Like people ignore me everywhere. It's like they don't want to deal with me because I'm so big and so large. And I've said that to other big dudes, and they're like, "Nah, you're spot on, dude." Most people are just like, "Fuck you, you're not regular. What the fuck? You're a venti, man. I can't handle a venti." And I'm like, "No, that's 100% the best way I've ever heard put it." So I stole that from him. Shout out to fucking Malcolm. 7'1". Yeah, man. Jeez. That guy's a saint too. That guy would run into a house and hold the house up while people like, you know, regular size was carrying people out of it. That's all I'm saying. Like that dude would incredible hold the house. Well, I mean, I'll admit, like Rob, like short people, right? Short people, I've learned, okay? are not, they're not regular people either, okay? So like I have the same problem as short people, okay? If you're, let's say 5'5" or under, you and I have the exact same problems, okay? Except you can actually find, solutions to a lot of your problems because your size is small, okay? This is like my best friend, one of my best friends, I have like a shit ton of best friends, like they're all brothers now. But like Keebler, he's like 5'6", and he has to buy children's shoes. He has to buy like stuff in the junior section. But I'm literally fine with like telling him like, yeah, that's awesome. But I also have the same problem. But I just can't go to a fat and tall or a fat and fat store because it's just for fat people there. It's never for tall people, right? It's like getting clothes custom made out of your own fabric is almost my best bet. But losing weight made a big difference in the ability for me to wear a t-shirt. And that's me saying it's okay now when I raise my arms up and I show my belly because it's not like a gigantic, huge fucking can't see my dick mess down there, you know? Although it never really, it got in there like a couple times when I was like 320. Yeah, I was really self-loathing. It's just like, yeah, losing weight, yeah. And here's the thing: is like if I can just like chill out. I drank like what 10 bottles of water. I could have these 2 fucking sodas on stream.
Hey, tomorrow we're gonna wake up at 7 o'clock.
4.
We're gonna go over and back to take some of that back down. I'm not gonna wait for fucking snow to go away, cold to go away.
Okay, well we got to get rid of the trash first.
Huh?
We got to get rid of the trash first.
On the way.
Zoe, you can't get out this way.
I can't hear you. Oh, she's not going anyplace. You're not going to let her out.
I'm not.
So, my point is that I'm tired of waiting.
Okay, we'll go over there. It's fine.
Fucking start shutting that fucking deck off.
All right, that's fine.
Okay. Love you.
I love you too.
Cat's in there someplace.
Yeah, I know. She'll meow at me when she wants to go back in.
Okay.
Motherfucker. My dad just came in here all trash, fucking giving me demands about my fucking tomorrow. The fuck that was about? Fuck that shit. Is this skipping? Oh, guess not. Anyway, yeah. So after that, oh so rude interruption, out of essentially the star of the next year's show. You know, getting him to do any fucking thing that I believe in. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you. Y'all want the story of the century for, you know, dads who, me and dad are essentially the same fucking dude, right? I just have different interests than him. I paint paintings and talk to fucking dead spirits. That's right, Francis. I'm glad you came back. I wasn't going to make a thing out of it, but he just showed up naked on the front porch the other day. Oh, I'm sorry. No, it was the back porch. Francis just corrected me, okay? Cheers, Francis. Are you going to have a little bit? No? No? Okay, we're good. What? You want to go outside? Because you're not going outside. It's 20 degrees out, you dumb cat. I will pick you up. I will scratch you on your back a little bit if you like a counter offer. Come here. Don't think I don't know what you're saying. The worst part is, like, she's not imaginary. Francis is. Cheers, y'all. Cheers. Zoe. Zoe. Coming up? You can't get out by that door? That door does not work? Never have you ever been able to get out by that door. I don't know why you're getting after me. Come on. One side. I swear, it was so much easier to tell animals to do something when it was all damn dogs, yo. She used to have this dog named Brock. And Barb's dog, not my dog. I used to take care of the dog. Not my cat, neither. Uh, well, no, see, I get her nature, but like, if it's 30 something degrees out, I'm fine with her like playing in the snow. But if it's like 20 something degrees, nah, man, nah. She's an elderly cat. Nah, I'm not doing that. She's got a perfectly good litter box with my desk chair upstairs. She constantly sheds on. It's like she's well cared for, y'all. She's actually like the biggest, bitchiest freaking thing in the entire world in this house. Like that cat is like that cat will walk up to you and go, "Meow," and you're like, whoa. And then she'll like walk away from you, trying to lead you somewhere. Yeah, no. Yeah, no, that's my point, Rob. No, I care about the cat. She doesn't care. She's like, oh, you'll be there for me. And I'm literally sitting here getting trashed on stream. No, I'm not. No, I'm not going to. No. What? No. No. It's like this. It's like that cat, she wants to go out in the cold. Yes. Right? She blends in with the landscape perfectly. She's got like brown and black and like, white all over her. She's a calico, right? I know you're just listening, like not talking. Just remember, I'm literally just ranting. No one's asked me very much stuff. Rob's just been kind of talking and agreeing, like usual. Like, although every once in a while, there's a cheeky response out of that mofo. Unlike Juan, which is a very common thing to get a cheeky response now, isn't it? Also, don't ever eat this. You know why? Because it says not to eat it on the package, right? So you don't. If it says not to eat it. Also, I know what silica gel is. I know what silica. I know what a desiccant is. Don't mess with the desiccant. Unless you're, I guess, veritasium or whatever. Yes, I am quiet at times. Yes, Robert. Yes. Another little proof of life video here. Hold on. People have seen me. Ask me why. And I said, because I don't like to burn my finger. Also, also, I will admit that I've been sick for the past 2 days. Uh, I'm just getting over something. My son's mother came by, and she definitely brought something over. But for real, like for years, I was sitting here like just getting sick, and then one year I got super sick. I think it was 2019, around November. And then just after that, I heard about this H1N1 kind of thing, and then I haven't gotten really heavily sick except for a couple times, which I'm pretty sure is one of those variants of that shit. I'm not a conspiracy theorist on anything except for one thing, that Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz were blackballed by the industry because they were interracial couple. Prove me wrong. Prove it wrong. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Prove me wrong. Right? I mean, like the one thing that we got, Lucy was in charge. Desi stepped back. They got a fucking divorce because it was like a white woman's fine, right? And then we got Star Trek, and I'm happy pretty much with any Star Trek. I just watched like the first episode of that Academy show. Man, people too fucking worked up about shit. Man, people way too like. Okay, I did a fucking review or a recommendation. It's not a review. I can't because like me doing reviews sounds like it's hypocritical, right? It's because like it's me being like, yeah, there's a bunch of shit I hated about this, but did I have fun? No, or yes, right? It's like fucking Tron Legacy, right? Look, I didn't see that in the theater. I probably would have had fun in the theater watching it, but like I grew up watching Tron on video, so watching the other one on video, I wasn't disappointed in it. I was just like, all right, cool. I also remember watching every episode of a fucking Tron cartoon show, searching for any content because they were like, fuck you, Tron fans, at some point. And now they're trying to do like other shit. And Ares, from what I understand, has a really cool premise. I just like, man, I will admit, right? Like, I'm a true acolyte. I have franchise fatigue from Star Wars. Honestly, like the reason I don't have it from Star Trek is because I don't have like Discovery or whatever or fucking Paramount Plus, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have that, so I can't have like a burnout on new Star Trek. You know. But like honestly, anything new, like after years of me not seeing very much of anything, I'm happy to see it. I've seen like 2 episodes of fucking. I've seen 2 episodes of new Brave New World. Nice looking show. I like the Pike. That is a really good actor. It's got fucking Rebecca Romaine in it. No Stamos no more. She was like, fuck that dude. Also, that dude's a piece of shit. Just go look him up. Trust me when I tell you, most people who are avidly living off their own looks, well, they tend to do pretty fucked up things to people. Not because I am one. It's mostly because I know them. I grew up with those people. A bunch of people that I know, yeah, they kind of hit it bigger than I ever would. Although the people who got left behind, yeah, that's funny. Also, the people who thought they'd be famous forever, that's kind of funny. It's like someone asked me, like, are you happy with your 15-minute or 15 seconds of fame with your shitty videos or whatever? And I was like, 15 seconds, huh? And then I remember doing like 15 fucking seconds on it, right? For like 2 or 3 days, and I was like, 15-second review. Check out this Gerber dime, right? It's like if you haven't learned any of this, like my entire life is like in opposition to what people think is the existence of the status that is quo. I don't even understand what status quo means. Go look up quo in the dictionary in Latin. Exactly. Quo is it's a modified word. You need to have like you need to have another word for it to mean something. So, anyway, yeah, they were for sure. I haven't seen the new one yet. Well, I saw one episode of Starfleet Academy, Star Trek Starfleet Academy, and I thought it was kind of fun. Okay, like it's okay for you to just let go of the world and just have some fucking fun in a world that you don't live in. That's all I'm saying. Because I had like one friend who was like, man, it's crap, man, more fucking blah 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 yakety yak bullshit. And I'm like, all right, what was wrong with it? It was like, well, they got Klingon in there and he don't fucking like to fight. I was like, ooh, that's kind of interesting, right? I was like, what? It's like, yeah, this Klingon don't like to fight. I was like, all right, well, okay, what else? They also got a tiny lady who's like the captain. I was like, all right, we had Janeway, so that's all right, whatever. Like me trying to process someone else's like bullshit essentially, and their inability to suspend the disbelief of their own existence. I think that's kind of the problem with the world right now. Is like everyone's so fucking worried about what's happening in their world that their inability to pay attention to anything that gives you any like imaginative fucking outlook. It's like, fuck that shit, man. Why the fuck are we using our imagination? I know exactly what I want: toasty, weedy bits, crunchy wheat bits, or whatever the fuck. Like from Mouse is saying from the Matrix, right? Use your imagination. Rob, you are one to say that. You are like everything I heard on your channel was like, and then one day I was like, yeah, maybe some jazz. You're like, fuck jazz. I was like, well, there's more music in the world than just cha 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 cha. And you were like, now you're doing like, I was made for loving you, baby. By the way, I love some Kiss. Hey, if you could throw dude, if you want to take a request right now, God gave rock and roll to you too. That's a good freaking cover of an amazing song by Kiss, and it's also my favorite song on the Bill and Ted Bogus Journey, aka Bill and Ted Go to Hell soundtrack. Cheers. Because I could do this all night. Actually, I could like sit here. If you were to actually play like a realistic me drinking all night, this is gonna end. I'm not even that drunk. I wish I was. I was just like, just imagination, Rob. I gotta go. I on the strength. No, that's not happening. Cheers. Never getting involved into a land war in Asia, and never get involved in a bargain with a Sicilian when death is on the line. I'm not Sicilian. Although I am limited to my life and existence here. I think I have one more soda. Well, no, it's from Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, right? It's the song that Bill and Ted sing at the end of the movie. It goes like, God gave rock and roll to you, gave rock and roll to you, put it in the heart of everyone, right? It's a great song. It's fuck, I can't remember the name. Hello. Fucking A, man. It's what happens, right? Like, sorry about that. Yeah, it's uh love is like uh like love is like a storybook love story. Was the song from Princess Bride? No. No, 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 no. Seems like the audio's working now. Yeah, amazing how stupid Apple shit can be sometimes. I just want to go to bed by 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock. Okay, I don't know. I need to take a damn shower. I need to finish my laundry, which is currently washing upstairs. So, but I am going to talk about nostalgia box stuff here. You got some Halo stuff coming. I got a big, huge Halo sword that I credit as one of these Christmas gifts that I've ever gotten in my life. It's like someone said to me once, like, what would you like? I was like, I don't know, anything that's Halo or anything anything that's $100 actually. It's like, if someone's like, hey, I really want to get you something this year. It's like, I've already garnished the idea that people don't care $100 about me, right? Yeah, that's my point, Rob. This is kind of the idea. Look, sometimes like people can't show. I'm probably going to be on here for at least a few more hours. That's the thing that kills me. Like, I'm going to slowly work through what's here, and this one and maybe one more. I don't know. I don't expect people to hang. I don't expect people to be here forever. I expect myself to exist, and hopefully, get a couple stories, maybe some other things here. Like, I try to do it early. I try to do it late. I try to do it like, and not just the regular people are out, but like the hookers and vampires, the third shifters. I try to like, cause I suffer from complete and total incredible insomnia, and that's something I would never lie about. But like, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's because I can't actually like fall asleep and like dream anymore. And when I do, no, I'm when I sleep, it's when I dream, and I sleep, and it's good. I fucking know it. Yeah, someone's like, man, that's you going into another world. I'm believe that for real. Like, why? Why would that even? No, it's not even like. So that's the thing. I did the freaking sleep test for apnea, and they were like, no, you don't have apnea. You breathe fine, right? Like, I don't get like a or whatever happens with that, right? It's like me just going, and then I go, right? And it's because I have a pain in my back that will never go the fuck away, and it's killing me every fucking night trying to sleep. And then I'll get like 12 hours, and it'll do nothing, right? It'll do nothing, right? I lost, I lost 110 pounds, all told, at one point, and I still was having back issues. Actually, I gained a few pounds back. I'm at like 240 right now because like my back was hurting so bad because I had lost so much weight. That's how much weight I had in front of me. So like just to explain to people, like there is like a hard stop at like pain in your life. If you've been living in pain, go and talk to a doctor. If you can't find a doctor who will like get you cheap, there is like a bunch of, and I fucking hate that I have to tell you that there is a lot of resources at churches that you have to sign up for. So they get your information, right? So like, yeah, let's be honest. My Catholic cousin, my Catholic cousin, she's like, hey, there's a there's this guy at my church. He's a great doctor. He's an amazing guy. He's a really nice fella. And I agree with all those things, but he's still Catholic. And I view a lot of that shit. Like I used to go to church every day. Okay, I view a lot of that shit, right? Out of because I used to be Catholic. I used to go to church every day because I used to be Catholic. And I view a lot of that shit as performative bullshit. Okay, like believing in God and like acting in the way that they tell you, like in Matthew, is a great book telling you who gets there. Everybody gets there as long as they do good stuff to good people, right? Who can get into heaven? Well, rich people are gonna fuck because they're like, like the fuck, right? Like who the fuck are you to tell me? Yeah, I got shit tons of fuck you money, right? And it's like I view my life as I've been at the same place. I could have kept eating, and I could have been one of my best friends, who was like 450 pounds at one point. right? Now he's struggling to survive the rest of the life that he has. His brain doesn't work right, right? Like, and I look at this, it's a fun time, it's great, and I can party hard. And people look at me drinking all this tonight and say, well, you know, that's you with a problem. I was like, no, this is me just being huge. I'm a huge person, right? You see, this is a regular, like, my pinky to my thumb is like 10 inches, 9.5 inches. That is not, it's not an implication of who I am as a person. Yeah, I have a problem on this one. Like, I'm getting. Yeah, Rob, I know. So what happens is, yeah, what? Okay, exactly. Okay, here's what happens. I have an iPad that I run the stream on. Check to make sure this is happening. Yeah, it is. Okay, I have an iPad that I run the stream on. It has limited access to everything, but I've tried multiple times to get it to turn off calls, and I've called up Apple and I've asked help. Right? See, here's the thing about all this is like any company that says they're using AI to make your life better, it's the opposite of that. They're like, we're making your life worse so our AI can figure out what the fuck makes your life better. But here's the deal. If you just want to like give up on things, because I have call screening on my phone, but apparently I don't have call screening on my damn tablet. You see what I'm trying to say? So if I'm connected, if I'm within, I don't know, 2.5 feet of my tablet, what happens? The phone tablet gets the call, the phone gets the call, and then the stream gets muted because it took a call when it should be screening calls. But I even tried to unify it too at one point. By the way, I have 5 of these a day. Yo, 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 yo. Owl, 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 owl. Well, Rob, Apple sucks, right? But Android sucks. Samsung sucks, right? They're all actually no. Here's how it works. None of them suck, right? They're all telling you to suck for them. Dude, they're all telling you to suck them off. And then whatever they pull out of you. Well, I mean, I have an iPhone, what is this, 13 or 14? 14? 14 plus? 14 plus size for fat people? Because I'm fat. Because I'm fat. I'm fat. You know it. Shut them out. Yeah, exactly. I used to actually like using my phone, but like, here's the thing, right? Kids, here's the thing that kids are picking up on right now. Like, my son especially, he's like, yeah, I'd rather just use the things that work, and so he uses like 2 or 3 apps or whatever to communicate with people. He never uses the phone, and it's like we get 0 data usage on his shit. It's weird, dude. Apple is golden hands. Well, so is Samsung, dude. Samsung literally stole everything from Apple. Apple's like, hey, Samsung, can you make us a phone called the Apple iPhone? And Samsung, oh, we'd be very happy to take this from you and look at it. Yeah, sure. Mm-hmm. Ooh, hey, guys, pay attention while we're doing this. Yeah, no, the reverse engineering guys, yeah, bring all those over. Yeah. We're going to build this like this. We're going to do this and that. Yeah. Not all Samsungs are half the price. And I don't want to have the war of green and blue bubbles here. I'm telling you right now, the phone, the computer, the knife It's an extension of yourself. It is not. It is not what you do with the company's knife. It is what the company knife will do for you. You see? You know, Al, this is why you hang out with me. Because I understand that Samsung has way more options to buy their phone than Apple does. I can tell you that if you want to buy any Apple and make it worth your money, buy a Dell display, a really nice one, and buy a Studio or like a Mac Mini. You don't need all that Mac shit. Maybe buy a keyboard and like a Magic Mouse just to like put on your desk so people are like, "Hey, you got this and that?" You're like, "Yeah, here they are." And then when you go to load up your shit, just load up like a Logitech. Dude, I use a Logitech mouse on my Mac or on my Apple on my Mac Mini. No, the Mac Mini is way cheaper. It's like 400, 500 bucks. It's not as good, right? So I've had HP Windows, and those crap out. I've had HP Windows all-in ones, just like Macs. They crap out more than Macs do. That's what kills me about it. Like I had this one. It was a square base, right? And it had like a bar, and then it had like a really nice, like shiftable monitor, and it had a plug-in for like a game system or like a TV thing, right? But the problem is you have to have your computer running while you're playing your games. You see, and it made no sense to me because what eventually happened to it was like I'd play games on it, and then it'd burn out the computer and the TV at the same time. Like HP, wow, innovation in sucking ass and being bullshit, right? Well, go eat ass, damn it. What the hell's wrong with you, Al? Why are you here talking to me? Go away. As Ruby Robin says, zzz, zzz. Also, what's her name? Before you go, what's her name? Rob, have you not realized that this is like... Do you know, Rob, I know that you're like a knife, you're a steak and butter, you're like a bread and butter kind of guy, but I do like abstract art around here, right? That the one dude around here, Mr. Owl, he literally grows psychedelics, and he understands that there is an absurdity level to my existence. Tyree, like Tyree the actor, that big old bald ass head or whatever, gigantic ass bald forehead or whatever. Anyway, there is an absurdist factor to the wife, okay? Is this a beautiful beach on Maui with a delicious sun, or is a disgusting black hole sun? By the way, I've seen this video where the lady's sanding something is like, where's all that, like, wood and sawdust go? And she looks down and it goes, in my eyes. And that's the whole video. And I gotta tell you, that 7-second format, Rob, is something I'm really gonna, like, probably conquer soon. I'm telling you, like, I just think I need to meme every moment of that one, because being me is being me. Being me is being me. The worst part is like, no one ever really liked me when I was a kid. Why? Because someone would be like, this and that, and they bullshit. And I'd be like, yo, that's bullshit, right? And then I will admit that eventually I got so used to getting bullshitted that I just bullshit everyone. That I was a serious ass bullshitter. And then I could bullshit anyone any day, right? Oh no, your voice proves that. It's your voice, like, hey, what's up, Rob? Blah blah blah. You like almost like it's touching really close to like fucking like Hank Hill territory, but it's like it's your own version. Like, I'm not gonna like try and define you in other voices, especially made by voice actors. But like it's a quiet calm that your voice gives. You should do like a I don't know, like you should like read old stories or something and do like a sleepy time like story list. I'll send you a bunch of like old kids books from like Star Wars Episode 1 or something. Yeah, you kind of have a little bit of like there, right? Because like I don't know if you know this, like Mike Judge is like he grew up in kind of my area, right? Damn it, boy. So uh, Mike Judge, I went to high school. Now this is my little like bell ring for like name drop. I went to high school with this guy named Ward Rackley, and if you watch King of the Hill, there's an entire episode about Ward Rackley and how Ward Rackley invented the name Rusty Shackleford, and that I've known Rusty Shackleford because that's what he called himself for years. Because he's a nerd. He's a giant nerd. I love him to this day. I know a bunch of people who've like excised themselves from my life. So, and it was because I was too intense for everybody. So, I haven't seen any of it really. I'm like, dude, I am exempt from a lot of new media because I'm kind of in the process of retiring from doing all of this stupid shit. My back hurting every day. Now I know you're a kid, right? Like, you never flipped a house. By the way, that's what broke me, flipping a house, right? I mean, if I had money, I'd get all the services, but like that subscription sandwich shit, right? Nah, y'all, I can't be like, yeah, I got to pay for the Netflix. It's got the bottom piece of the bread, and I got to pay for the Hulu that's got the top piece of the bread. Now, well, I mean, the lettuce and tomatoes, they come with that Hulu, right? Now I got to get that HBO Max, then I got to get the fucking Paramount. Got to get the lunch meat. Nah, see, it's that whole like subscription sandwich, dude. There's no way. It's like twice the amount cable ever was. There's no fucking way. By the way, the world's rejecting all of it now. The best part of that is like, yeah, you see, like the youngest person in the chat right now, Owl, subscriptions are a scam. And here's like an old timer type fella. I know you're not that old, Rob, but you're still young, Art. Okay, and you're like, yeah, the apps cost too much. No, subscriptions for apps cost too much. Even free subscriptions in my brain cost too much, right? Like I stopped eating at Taco Bell this year. Next year it's McDonald's. Fuck McDonald's. I'm gonna figure out a way to make everything that McDonald's has, or something similar, or Burger King level, or whatever. By the way, that's fucking next, because I love Burger King. But, because like I'm the rare kid that grew up loving Burger King. I'm sorry if I'm a Burger King kid. Owl, please listen. Please listen. Please listen. I used to say shit like that when I was your age too, and I'm glad you just said that. Keep saying it till you get old. I do have Netflix and Amazon Prime, but they do cost too much. So we have Amazon Prime, and we have Netflix. That's on Pops's end. He has to buy Netflix because Mom likes them British like TV shows, and there's a shit ton. Okay, here's the unsung. No, actually, I'm not even gonna say it. I'm not even gonna say it. I'm not gonna fucking say it. Like, just look into why the adaptations of Netflix are so well received. Look at the authors. Look at the books they're based on. I'm not gonna say it out loud. There's only 3 people here, but I don't want to spoil that secret. That might be my big expose. my foray into journalism. Hey, wouldn't that be funny if I actually found something out cool? Um, the Mr. Breast show. Was that on Only Breasts? Is that breast bands? Is that I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm gonna cut this Namco Bandai. No, I didn't. I wouldn't do that with this one. This one's Pac-Man. You see Pac-Man down there? He's like, wagga, 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 and then he stops. I'm thinking about the orange. You had Prime for a little bit for the Beast show. Gotcha. Uh, Mr. Beast has the exact same problem I do, except he grew up rich, about 16 to 20 miles from me. He literally does not understand people. I've worked in almost every trade I possibly can, right? Because my dad was not like a rich kid. He grew up in a trailer, right? His uncle, or my uncle Ed, never gave up the trailer. Lived in the home where my dad, my brother, his mother, his cousin, and 3 other kids grew up. My uncle built something for himself there. This is why he never gave it up. My dad left New York and came down here, and we built this. And you see this small portion, this is 1/16 of all the crazy shit that I have around here. That I've been told in my life that I'm un-American because some crazy-eyed shithead said that someone was anointed to do something by God. And I said to Dad, not this guy, I said, Dad, calm down. Because my dad was about to fiercely, like, beat the crap out of this guy. You don't know shit about God, you fucking cross-eyed piece of shit. You know, that kind of deal, right? Because I grew up down here, and I know exactly what it looks like, y'all. I'm telling you. Love looks like exactly what it looks like. Hate looks exactly what it looks like. If you don't know the difference between the two, and that's on you, bro. To be honest, the reason why people like me is because I know I don't give a fuck about who the fuck you are. I just want you to shine. Because when you're shining, you're happy. Because when people are happy, you know who makes money? Everybody. When everyone's miserable, you know who makes money? One fucking person. Maybe 2 or 3. And all 2 or 3 of those motherfuckers can go fuck themselves royally. Cheers. Sorry if my righteous indignation is proper for the moment. Especially in this day and age. It's like Dad buys Prime. Although I hate buying shit off Prime. You know, next week you guys are getting a video about a knife accessory that I bought off of there. Even though I hate Prime, I still got a knife video about the smooth talking Rod 83-63 doing a little knife thing on stuff. Like, I understand that the good comes from the worst things in the world. I just wish that there was more ethics in business, because I was watching this fucking video, this movie. What is it? Back to School, Rodney Dangerfield. And Rodney Dangerfield should have no light of day, seemingly, to some people, but, like, I gotta tell you, no, like, he is, like, the frustrated male of the 1950s. He's like, yeah, I tried to say hello to my wife, but she said, goodbye, or whatever, right? And then, he's like, I don't get any respect, no respect at all until I go to the club, like that kind of deal, right? But there's a light that shines out of your butt. Al, we're not talking about you. We're not talking about a physical manifestation of Animorphs, the fucking the youth novel series. We know that you're literally like this. You're like, oh crap, hold on. Sorry if there was a small, inconspicuously placed moment of silence there, as opposed to it being not placed. No, it was placed well. Okay, the silence was important. It was time for him to laugh. Uh, Dude, there's so many good movies. Like, here's the thing: it's like, on some level, it's okay to separate the artist from the art. But I'm going to tell you right now, I literally have an art piece upstairs that says there's no difference between the two. And that the more you know about the artist before you see the art, maybe that's probably the information that you need. Rob, neither am I. I have dyslexia. I have severe dyslexia, and I'm like autism level ADHD. Rob, are we like? By the way, here's something someone told me once. They were like, "Man, you're trying to be the victim in your own world." I was like, "Motherfucker, I have been a victim in my own world. That means I do not ever accept that role in my existence no more. I'm a strong ass motherfucker. I will beat the shit out of anybody with my words first." No, it's not you can't read. It's you can read important things, right? And when you sit there and you like take time to like just try to calm your brain down enough to read something that's not completely important, then it gets all jumbled up. What's up, Neil? How you doing, man? Not everyone's trying to drink, bro. We're just trying to chill out. I hope you're doing well, Neil. Dude, Neil, you all right? You staying warm? I know it's cold out there. You all right? Neil. Neil. Uh, yeah, no. So you have like uh, dysphoric 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 axplexia or something like that, or oxplexia or something like that, where you only see squiggles. Yeah, you have like a specific condition, but you can read it here in chat, right? Because like it's important to you, right? It's the same deal. I see like numbers as letters. I see like and like people told me I was stupid my entire life, and everyone here I know, like, Rob, you think I'm stupid? Al, you think I'm stupid? Neil's gooning his intent right now. Nah. No, he says it was nice today. It was 72 in his camper. He was gooning in his camper. Get it right, Owl. He was gooning in his camper. He has a camper. He doesn't have a fucking tent anymore. He's not fucking a goon with a fucking camper, bro. He's a goon with a goddamn fucking actual camper. He's a goon, not a goon with tent, goon with camper. I'm sorry if I'm picking up on your energy, Neil. It literally is. It's a deal. Like, if you show up in the chat, like, I'm gonna act like you a little bit. It's like when Gus from Psych says, "I'm a sympathetic crier." Like, like, okay, so today I learned that Finn the fox or whatever passed away 2 months ago. Thank goodness. And like 3 months ago, the lady that was taking care of her passed away. And I didn't know any of this shit. I was like, what the fuck? What? So I had a big cry session earlier today while I took a giant poop. Don't ask questions. I said, don't ask no questions. Why the bastard gotta have a giant house? Thank you, by the way. He was gooning outside in his camper. It's not a tent, it's a pop up camper. There's a difference. There's a soft tent on the top. You gotta pop it up to have that. You know what? I'm not gonna explain this anymore. After I, no, just can we like, yeah? Can we move this along? Can we like just can we move this? Just no. Okay, all right. Well, as much as I try, it's okay. Al, are you watching everything I watch? I think it's already recommending all of it. Are you? Like, are you the only person who likes the stuff I say on other things? LOL, chill out. I'm chill AF right now. Yeah, chill out, Neil. I'm chill as hell. Hey, I'm so chill. Right? What you need a tow? I'll get you towed done by tomorrow. Right? I'm perfectly calm, dude. I'm perfectly calm. By the way, that was not supposed to be Alex Jones. Now that I hear it, like kind of reversing in my head, it was trying to be like Walter Sobchak from like Big Lebowski. Although now that I think about it, I really do see the serious friggin' parallels between those two characters. You want a tow tonight, dude? I'll get you a tow. And by the way, I am literally subject to some people's like Savvy said something to me once. He was like, "Man, blah blah blah. Yeah, it's like an ugly ass Furby." And I was like, "Dude, what'd you say? Did you say Furby?" And he was like, "Nah, I said an ugly ass Furby." I was like, "Did you say Furby?" It was like, "Yeah, I needed to get one of those." I was like, "That's what I heard. Give me a couple days, I'll get you a motherfucking Furby." And now there's a Furby in the store. Just saying, like, don't ask no questions. Where'd you get this? Don't ask the questions, bro. Don't ask no questions. Just be happy. Oh, look at that. Googs and Owl, they're kind of linking up right now. They're talking about like what I would call bathtub, like what, you guys 6-year-olds down there? Like, I'll put my butthole in there, Neil. Huh? Yeah, we gotta take the bath together. Can you do it in mine? This is why Owl's here. He is literally wrecking all the morality of everything I do here. It's okay. Like, okay, a good example. He's like, big toe up your butt. Oh, that's like bathtub play. Blah blah blah. Fucking Bert and Ernie type shit. We you 6 years old, right? We're talking about fucking little private moments that no one ever talks about, and that people are ashamed of eventually. And that's how we have the current government of the assholes that we have now. There's a bone daddy in the corner. What up, Rooster? How you doing? I knew as soon as I started saying inappropriate shit, the fucking rooster would show up. Now it's gonna get spicy. Now it's gonna get raw. Yeah, exactly. No, I'm not gonna read that out. No, I'm not gonna read that out. I'm gonna be like, lead my cocky. No. Lead my. What's that thing under the? Why don't you grab my jublets and like shove it back and get you on that cock rolls? Also, don't apologize. Just be bored and just be a provocateur. I'm fine with you being here. Remember, the more interesting all of you people are, the better Rob will be laughing his ass off, which he is currently doing right now. You see, like the whole point is like, ask me stuff. It's like an invitation for pure comedy. You see, like people don't get this yet. People will never get this until the day that they just start understanding that, like, when you confront someone in your life who just doesn't give a fuck, who's happy that you're here. I'm glad, it's cool, right? But like, oh wow, you're saying something weird. That's cool. Okay, weird stuff. Okay, now it's getting a little fucked up, right? It's like, I gotta spice some balls for you. It's like, oh, so Rob, tonight I made meatballs for supper for everybody. They weren't the prairie type, but they were the 100% Angus beef type. Like, because that was my preference. I'll explain that later. Anyway, I don't like the taste of mixed meats. Oh, it's later already. I don't like the taste of like beef and pork together. I don't know. I like to have like sausage. Like, I'm sorry if I've got that like LL Cool J from fucking Toys fucking mindset. Like, I like my flavors separate. Like, I like to mix them at will, right? But we bought so what I do is I buy the frozen Angus meatballs by like Rosio, or whatever. And I don't buy them. The Italian ones are fine. The home style ones are fine. But like, I put them into the crock pot and I cook them for like 6 hours on slow, right? And tonight I made like 4 King's Hawaiian sliders, right? King's Hawaiian sliders with sliced meatballs on it, and it was just like, oh yeah, oh yeah, right? And it was like, oh man, that might be too much, right? And then it was like that last little bit at the end had a little piece of meat, a little bit of bread, and I was like, a little sweet reward. That King's Hawaiian, baby. Uh, Rob, actually, that's a pretty high bar to set for me. I swear to God, I will never like cut a limb off and then see if it regenerates here. I will not cut anything off of my person because I need to keep all of that like free and real. And here's a Goog's telling you that. Oh, here's Goog's telling you have a literal like mortician mecca to you. You have like a morbid place to come and find in what'd you say, in Nebraska? Well, shit, dude. I don't know if dude, do I want to go to Nebraska? Have I ever been to Nebraska? No, I haven't. Well, I guess there's people out there who give a shit. Maybe I should go one day. But he says my buddy put his hand in there and he got bit by a raccoon. Googs, okay, you said by with the asterisk. No, I said it. I said it with the way he said my buddy put his hand in there and he got bit by a raccoon. Pie raccoon. Pie what? Py. Pie raccoon. Pie. No, don't correct us for proper English. Just be you, right? Right? Okay, if we're regular English speakers, we need to dumb ourselves down a little bit and be like, that's not a pyro raccoon, a pyro ass raccoon, a raccoon with ass on fire. That's a pie. That's by a raccoon. Got bit by a raccoon. Pyro. Then you gotta say it. It's like the news anchor who's like, Olivia Rodriguez, right? I like correcting better than correcting, by the way. Don't correct that. That's dope. No, correcting. We're all correcting. No, damn it. Neil! Oh! Big deal about it. It's correcting. It's correcting. We're always going to do correcting from now on. Everyone in the stream must correct themselves and never correct themselves. Oh, no, I like LKAO. Let's figure that out right now. Laughing like an Asian old. I gotta pee really bad. I'll be right back. Just stay tuned. Remember, I've got more stupid shit to come. All right. I don't know if it's important to y'all, but like every time when you're done peeing, you make sure you're buckling up because you gotta be safe in this here world. Mutants and monsters. It's the Goog right in here. He's writing a paragraph. Them be the words. Be horde. What? I can't spell either. Like an Asian officer. No, like killing American Yeah, you see, like, you guys, LKAO, what does that mean? Like a killer operative. All right, my keyboard is missing some of the letters and keys, and I'm typing from memory. No, Googs, that's called being drunk. No, that's called being drunk. Literally, you have like, so wait, what's happening is like you have the perfect drunkenness where, like the A becomes the W, right? It's kind of like it's like an AW, right? Or you have poor vision. I mean, it could be either or. Like I know you well. It's probably the first one, like getting drunk and stuff. Quit getting that Spurlog the keyboard. It ain't stickly too much. I'm not that drunk, Owl. I'm not so drunk. Go ahead, spell more stuff. That's much. The letters wore off on the sum of the keys. What do you have, like a dude? What are you texting on, bro? Are you texting on a Sidekick from like 2006, bro? What? Like this is 2005. You're like click, 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 click. You're watching. It's like I can't spell because I was the Slav school in town. I was in the Slav schools in town. I went to the Slav school in town. It's called getting old. Rob, 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 Rob. You gotta say yes. You gotta be like, yes? What's going on? Rob. I assume you're gonna say it. Look, you only getting as old as this knife. Now, how much have you used this knife? Not a lot. Am I right? No, that's called selectively not giving a fuck. That is actually a part of getting old. Now that I think about it, Rob. Now that I think about it, I was trying to get philosophical. Was trying to get down with the philosophy of philosophical thought process, trying to not cut my own finger off being Deadpool and then sewing it back on. This is not Deadpool's stream, Rob. Rob. It's also an act of stealing. So- I know that's your name, but it's also an act of stealing. How'd you know I got parasites in my eyes? Oh, everybody does. Everybody, literally, you guys literally have them in your eyes. Some of us more than others. Some of us worse than others. Rob, probably right. For being like practically right or absolutely right or nah, you're right. Like I'll take probably right any day. Like here's how I got to my conclusion. If you were cold and hungry and I gave you a place to sleep and like a belly full of food and I gave you every word in the world and I gave you $100 to walk off on your way, that would be a blessing in your life if you were at your lowest. Now, if I did that, I certainly wouldn't fucking film it for my channel to monetize it. Unless, let's be real, the guy was like, sign the papers. I'm telling you right now, there's a legal threshold for what I want to do here. And I don't think I needed to be sleazy or asking people to give up their dignity. I think if I do good in this world, I'm just going to do it without asking and without asking for help. I think that's more important than anything else. I think that's actually the way of the people who taught me shit when I was growing up. Deadpool that's the movie. Is the shit. That movie is the shit, yes. And Deadpool is the man. You wear a condom most days. How long? 12 hours? 14 hours? Is it the one you pee into, or the one that you like, use for like, extra rigid, spicy content creation? Owl? Or is it all in your head because you literally just like microdose? And when I say microdose, you're like, oh, let me have this cap. That's a microdose. Oh, wow. Yeah. Food, bro. Food, bro. 12 hours on average. Okay, no, see, no, 12 hours on average literally does not answer the question after all of those options. So I'll give you a minute. Food sounds good. Well, no, I'm saying like, okay, tonight making food was just about like getting by. Like honestly, like I gotta feed fucking 3 other people in this house. I do it 2 nights out of 7 days a week. Mom usually does it, and to be honest, Mom skates by on a Saturday or a Sunday that I decided was like free each Sunday, right? Yeah, keep it professional. He's not sorry he made you hungry. He wants you to eat as much as you can, Rob. He's a feeder. He's one of these feeder folks. He's the one who's like, he's gonna be like, I'll wear the chef costume and I'll give you like, a 12 or 14 ounce strip steak, and then I'll feed it to you piece by piece. Sorry if that's what's going on. It's going off the rails right now. This is where people love the show. This is why I'm here. So just remember, the rails, they're starting to split like this, right? Also, grab a knife by the wrong end. Don't do it unprofessionally. The condom got me my ass off. Oh yeah, put them eggs in them in both ends. Oh shit. No, literally. Okay, now hold on. Let's be real. No, Rob. He's referring to the fact that he's not afraid to like make a good joke, and also like even if it like sacrifices his like male dignity, which is a thing from the past. And now here's inconspicuous owl giving him literally the new play, which is the ovipositor, putting an egg in your mouth, down your throat, up your butt end, ovipositor for the win. Oh, look, hey, no, and here is the win for the old generation. He is on a diet. He cannot swallow the ovipositor egg in one end. He will. Are we up for the other end? Let's go for the other end, or the owl. Ask him about the other end. I literally watched this whole video where a guy watches like an old video of marbles, like racing, right? And so this is the chat. Like maybe one day it'll just be my chat, and be like, and we got Rob coming around the end here. Like, who wins the race? See, Rob gets it. He's laughing. He's like, why should you take life seriously when we're all gonna fucking die and it's all gonna be stupid and no one's gonna remember you, right? It's like, no, ow. Here's the thing, is I literally just referenced something even you, as a young buck, have no fucking clue about. Go look up OVIPOSITER. There's 4 other people in the chat. Don't look it up. Just let him look it up and let him describe it to us. I'm telling you. Al, just do me the favor. How many licks does it get to take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? Cheers to everyone out there. Oh, here's the thing. It's like I used to have these conversations, and they'd be dirtier. They'd be worse. This is the least like horrible version of what I've ever talked about. Also, like growing up. So when in the old flip phone days, there was a like the early 2000s, like. There was a site called meatspin.com, and your friends would just shoot you meat spin, right? People would just shoot you meat spin, right? No, ovipositation or ovipositors are like alien things that lay eggs inside of you. That is a real fetish that exists right now, and I know a girl who was really damn into it, right? It's your view on Voyage by Zomi. You sang for Switzerland. You sang for Switzerland. I don't know Zoe May. I'm not entirely sure what that is. Mice, Meese. Is it Meese or mice? How are you, by the way? You are a cat person. Hello, cat person. Literally, the cat went out earlier. I was like, and she come running up. And it's cold as hell and it's cold. It's snowing and stuff. Oh, we got the fancy art lady. Al, relax. My stomach hurts from laughing. Then Rob, just understand that the absurdity of life is literally the comedy of well, I wasn't gonna say idiots, but like it is the comedy of those who don't get it. You're not an idiot. You're also probably one of the most forgiving people I've ever met because like I've said like real like real weird shit on yours, and you've said real weird shit on mine. I never said nothing about nowhere, okay? But like I'm telling you, you're gonna laugh, you're gonna laugh. You're gonna just enjoy your life. I'm telling you. All right, but oh dear, you must listen to the official music. Oh, son, hold on. Here's your sign. Here's your sign. I started saying it like a Scandinavian accent. I don't know why. Oh dear, you must listen to the official music video. We're amazed it got last place. What's the color? The color of my cat is calico. Calico. Like this. Hold on, cat. Calico. And this is me saying it from my old channel, Oak City Gamers. I've said oh my God. Here's your sign. Here's my sign. Your sign is to rob. Dude, you're an engine like starting up and stopping. You need to start and just keep running. 86, 63. And when you do that, dude, things are gonna calico the fuck out your life. All right, let's go back to Meese. Okay, my cat's Calico. She's not my cat. She's my guest cat. I need to find a kitten. I need a kitten. Well, Mies, I will say Day in the Life is probably one of the better songs because it's made up of like 3 songs. It's made up of like a John Lennon song, a cacophonous bit, and then like an amazing kind of like mix between the best of them. But it was definitely woke up, got out of bed, dragged the comb across my head, right? That was definitely some Paul McCartney shit right there. Like, yeah. Ricola. Sorry, you trigger me more, please. I don't like that, but if like I could literally restrict that word and make people pay me to say that, I would do it. Don't trigger me again, Neil, please. Like people are like, okay, so like I knew this girl who had Tourette's, and she was not like your mother's a cunt, fuck you, that she was always like, right? George sang that part. Well, look, okay, hold on. George sang the part. Paul wrote the lyrics of that part, right? George wrote the cacophonous bit. Okay? Ringo wrote all the beats. That's all I'm saying. I've had better luck owning dogs. Ricola. What do you Al, what are you disagreeing? I have a sign up there. No, okay. Everyone, just calm down. He's talking about George the monkey that he lived with for 16 months, and his name was incidentally named George Harrison, and he was a violent chimpanzee who would rape his butthole. Sorry if that's an insensitive joke. No, well, Paul wrote it. John wrote the first part, right? Like, you know, uh, the part where it's like, where it's like very psychedelic, and then the woke up, got out of bed, dragged a comb across my. It's a very straightforward kind of song. That was Paul, right? Now Paul had worked with George to write the cacophonous bit in between the. It's like a big crescendo that builds up to like the end of the moment there in that song. I mean, like trust me when I tell you, mees, right? And yeah, yeah. I read the news today, oh boy, right? Like it's literally if you say I read the news today, oh boy, the English army just made the grade, right? It's like it's a bit of a joke if you say it in his voice, right? You know, 10,000 holes left in Lancashire, and they had to fill them all, like that kind of deal, right? What happened? What happened between two D's? Time for Acolyte Trivia? Oh, I know the answer to that. Why there's one D in my name in Eddie? Why there's one D in Eddie? No, Scotch Lucky. No, no, it's American, probably Canadian American blend. So, funny thing about what I drink here, I've been drinking Sazerac. It's freeze. Now, if you know anything about the industry, you know that they're going to sell you the cheapest thing in cheap stuff in the freeze bottle. They're also going to tell you. They're also going to sell you the exact same thing in a fancy bottle that is the exact same thing that is fancy, right? No, no. You could buy a Rain for $14 a bottle for a fifth, or you could buy $12.98 for a half gallon of the exact same liquor in Rain and in freeze. By the way, don't ask me how I know, just that I know, because I'm telling people everywhere I know that a lot of the world is run by the worst people in the world. They're not run by people who made their place in the world, who are self-made. They are like nepo bitches. And that's why, like, one of my best friends literally lives by the code of nepotism. He's like, if you can't come here to work and you aren't loyal to me, then. By the way, that's how I have a job out of Proper Goods, the premier weed distribution network store here in Raleigh, North Carolina. Cheers. Yes. I literally said if you're an owl, then it would be chairs. And dudes, I'm telling you, man, just be cool, dude. Like, I know you want to encourage people to get fucked up, but like, Neil, if I have to start a podcast and you have to be the first person on it, and we have to do like a straight up, like, like a straight up intervention with you. Oh, damn. Oh, sniff. That was a good one. Googs. Holy crap, dude. That was. Neil. Where the fuck did all that wittiness in that one comment come from? Because that was beautiful, bro. Holy shit. Chairs was filmed in front of a live audience. By the way, it says Chairs was filmed before an AI audience, and I'm pretty sure the 7 people here are live. Don't worry, Acolyte. I was a moderator on Bob Ross painting channel. If you need advice, I'm your mouse. That's actually a really good joke. That's a really good joke. Holy crap. No, okay. If you take the O out of mouse, right? No, that's cute. Right here. Okay, you want to be moderator, right? Right? That's what you're saying to me. And you said it in a very clever way, didn't you? You know, like here's the thing, okay? If you can be smart, you can be smart enough for me to get it, and you can be smart enough for me to get it. Like I'm telling you, it's magical. By the way, there you go. You're standard. You're good. I don't have any moderating moderators because my ex-wife, I don't have an ex-wife, will be that woman. Oh, that's right. I got to figure all that out. You've modded way bigger than channels. I've modded way bigger channels than most people. I don't give a crap about my mod ships or how good I am at like being there for people. I'm not gonna say simping because like just being there is like not like you guys show up. Like there's 6 people, 3 or 4 of you always show up. Some of y'all don't talk. I don't like understand why not, but just say something, right? If you ain't. No, like, and if I have to literally do like the ghetto version of Mr. Robinson's cross Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, right? No, you're. It doesn't matter. You're a fucking. You're a moderator here. Go ahead and political madness. Go ahead and pee your little debate of invade Iraq here. Uh, Live it while you can. Just go make chaos in my order if you'd like, or just go ahead and just add to the order of amazingness that exists around here because there's so many people in here, right? The first of the year, by the way, I think. No, I definitely remodded someone. Merci bien. Merci beaucoup. It's like, no, merci beaucoup. Ah, merci, yeah, merci bien, yeah, okay, no problem. No problems. Like, I'm also, like, very much so. Like, here's the thing, okay? Like, I've met plenty of Europeans over my life. The thing they taught me is like, dude, just be cool, right? Like, you know, if you're cool, right? It's like, even if you're a fish out of water and you're cool, well, you're the beginning of some sort of like, you know, romance novel where like the foreign exchange student, merci beaucoup, freaking came over, right? Yeah, this kind of thing, right? It's like, no, I'm not drinking Budweiser tonight, but I definitely have banana flavored, or should I say, artificial banana flavored uh, batteries. Just be cool with the very thing of the with very thing in life. Rob, with very thing in life comes consequences, comes responsibility. With very thing in life comes responsibility. With with responsibility comes the responsibility not to tell people that you just want to eat ass. Owl, stop it. It's like here. Okay, so here's the deal. Okay, like I remember going to like a protest once, right? And they were like, you know, we're here, we're something, and we don't give a fuck about you. And I was like, cool, we get it. Just go the fuck home. You know, and by the way, it was never a marginalized group. It was like a self-marginalized group. What's the best whiskey? Hold on. What's the best whiskey? But what is the best whiskey? No, Rob says it properly. Like it's like, why does people care if Owl is out there eating ass, right? Like if we should be like ass eater. He's an owl and he's got to eat some ass. He's gonna pack all the shit out of the asshole tonight. McAllen is shit, bro. Dude, don't buy McAllen. What, dude? No. Buy Oban. 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 Oban, Oban is like $80 a bottle for like the seaside. It's like the regular bottle's like 90 or 100 now. But Oban is the smoothest, most delicious freaking whiskey I've ever had. But if you'd like English whiskey, they don't make it. They actually make a bunch of like really stuck up things like sherry and fucking a bunch of like French cask sherry. And they're like, we hate the French except for all their casks. By the way, if I'm getting a shit ton of Europeans in here, dude, like for real, if there's more Europeans, please just say something to me. Like, also, I'm pretty right about Europeans. Like, they're like, I don't give a fuck. What the fuck, right? Fraser, you're gonna pull out Beast from the X Men. You're gonna give me Beast from the X Men. No, that's not. By the way, his name's not Fraser Crane. His name is Beast from the X Men. He ain't famous for being Beast or no Fraser Crane. He's famous for being Beast from the X Men. Although I do own the entirety of Fraser upstairs. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Je suis European. Okay, well, you can connect with the Americans. You're hip and cool. West side, east side story. No, I don't know. I've only seen all of that shit, and I still don't understand any of it. I think the reason why I might actually get through to Europeans is because I don't understand any of it neither. Me and I install you, no, neither. I don't understand none of that either, right? It's no problem, right? Also, like, I grew up in a place in New York where, like, there was guys who spoke German, and, like, literally someone's like, it's like, so it's like, and then someone started talking to me like he was trying to tell you this and that. Like, I literally had, like, live interpreters for, like, my friends growing up in New York. Like, tell me more about your life by telling me one thing about some foreign ass dude, some friend you had who's a foreign kid. That's all I'm saying. Although I gotta say, Okeechobee Indians, I have a branch of my family. I'm mainly like Mohican slash Mi'kmaq, Native American on that end, but like I have like a chunk of Okeechobee. No, you don't need to learn German, Googs. You need to learn French. Go learn French. It's like the sweeter version of German plus like the leftover bits of English. Mies, mies. You know what? If I could literally share out like I've known plenty of amazing German people who have some of the best sense of humor and like okay, you imagine like here's like you all your friends are laughing and then a German kid from like a German province that you've never heard of, right? He's like just in your high school and you're hanging out because you're kind of like obligated to because rich kid shit. Also, I'm not the rich kid, right? I was like always the kid out. But I always made friends with the foreign exchange, the kid from Japan, the kid from Germany, right? And that kid from Germany always laughed at every joke, especially fart jokes. Like literally could just walk up to him and be like, be like, ah, and he'd be like, haha, that's you funny, right? It's like they have a great sense of humor out there in Germany. Okay, the problem is like people want to ascribe like the worst traits to Germans, and as many of them as I know, they all still step and trip over that guilt, especially in American situations. And I'm going to be real, most of them are more upset when they encounter the people who are kind of left over from the Reichstag, right? Like those shitbags, like, or their kids. By the way, I grew up in the rich part of a southern place that was kind of gentrified. There's plenty of Republicans around me. There's plenty of Democrats around me. I have no political affiliation except for the one that was forced on me. And if you guys want to hear that right now, you don't want to hear it. I'm telling you right now, because two choices was never enough for me. Because I was independent for years before they forced me. The government forced me. No, I am very much so against government forcing me to do shit. Hold on. The German story. The younger generation can joke about the German story. The older generation is still sensitive, and there's a young generation, there's an old generation, and then there's literally me and my generation, who made every joke and listened to every joke. Springtime for Hitler, fucking To Be or Not to Be. By the way, a great movie by Mel Brooks. Okay, Mies, you want to see a great movie? Mel Brooks made a great movie. It's called To Be or Not to Be. It's got like a great male lead, and it's not fucking. It's this guy. He was like kind of the handsome lead. He was in Fletch. He was like the bad guy in Fletch. Inconspicuous owl. I'm telling you right now. Maybe you should take a drink so that maybe, like, not talking about eating German ass is something that always comes out of your mouth. But like, hey, if you're ready to take anything that's coming out of their ass into your mouth, remember. Cheers. I'm spewing anything I possibly can out of mine. Well, so I always tell you how I see it, right? It's like why should Americans ignore history to make themselves fucking feel better? And why should Americans make themselves feel bad because we've been the perpetrators of the worst fucking crimes in humanity? For both the reasons, and then find out a way to be good out of all of that crazy bullshit, that insanity, that stupidity. And dare I say, we're seeing a lot of it currently again today. And yet, Owl, you live in the most metropolis area of America. You live in New York City. There is an ass eatery that is readily available to you. Please just go find the ass to eat. Maybe check, I don't know, the edge of, like, Chinatown or Brooklyn. Do I have to say the actual heights that you need to go to actually eat ass? Yeah, even Rob, someone I don't think would ever like decide to be like, yeah, I'm gonna eat some ass. Although next time he falls in love with a lady, let's not discount his factor of eat assery. Girls like it too, damn it. Not just like them dudes are like, oh, eat my ass. No, well, hold on. Are you an ass man or are you an asshole man? Because ass man's like the guy's like yeah, I got him. Boom, chicka doom, try. And he's like, He's like catching it as it's rolling back to help the lady. I think I never had sex, y'all. And I'd call myself a brain man. I'd fall in love with a brain any day. Like a brain is better than an ass or skinny or. Have you seen either of them? Yeah, 100%. Do you know, Mies? Do you know how many times I've been in a situation that I was not ready for, but I just, like a blind man in an orgy, I felt my way through it. See how uncomfortable the silence can get before it can. You never seen nothing, Owl? And in person and promised in chat and then given in person. Yes. I don't know if anyone knows, but I grew up in. So I was born in 1980. So by the time I was 90, I'm actually not Gen X. I'm not millennial either. I'm what's called an Oregon Trail kid, right? I died of dysentery with a green screen Mac or Apple II computer. I died of dysentery several times. Uh, and what I'm telling you right now, like tonight, also here's the thing. I'd love to do this, Rob. Here's a great idea. I want to get like an Apple II version of it running on the screen, and then I'd like to like have people show up and then name the party, the people in the stream, and then be like, "Al just died of dysentery." Because if you were born and you played the game, right, you know that you don't. It doesn't say. It never said you die of dysentery. It says Rob 83-63 died of dysentery. How long do I have to do this to placate your existence and make you feel better, mice? No, not Oregon, not Oregon Tail. That is true. Octopussy did come out that year. Pepperoni and cheese. All right, Goose, you're getting a little bit better at it. Well, why is this camera facing this way? Because it tells you to ask me stuff, right? It says ask me stuff. And it's got spinning Homer for the drug addicts, right? The later it goes, it's for hookers and vampires. Right now, it's for workmen, tradies, and awesome people. It came out the same year because it was produced by two different companies. Yes. Never Say Never Again is. Hold on, wait. Octopussy is the one that Home Slice Sean Connery said yes to, and then Never Say Never Again was the sequel to Never Say Die or Never Say Die or whatever, and that had Home Slice friggin' Roger, yeah, the tall, dark. I'm too old for this shit guy, right? What's the best Bond movie? Ah, Bond, James Bond. By the way, asking for it shaken and not stirred means do it the way I want, not the way that you're supposed to. Okay, no, everyone's gonna have their own answer, okay? But I have an answer that people don't expect. License to Kill. License to Kill is probably my favorite fucking James Bond movie of all time. Not because it's good, not because it's fucking interesting, because it's fucking Dalton. Okay, Roger Dalton was the only one they could find, and the villain in one of Roger Dalton's movies is literally fucking Wayne Newton. It's hilarious. It's also amazing, and it's a time and a place. It's a cocaine nightmare. It's so good. Uh, no. I think. Well, no, hold on. Dalton was always darker than Craig. Although Craig, I think if you asked Daniel Craig, like where he drew some inspiration, he is about my age, and he would tell you right now that right. Roger Dalton definitely not Roger Dalton, Christopher Dalton. Like Dalton definitely, yeah, Dalton. He was. Is it Roger or Christopher? Damn it. It's Roger. Timothy. Damn it, Timothy. Thank you, niece. Thank you, Timothy. You know why I never think of Timothy? It's because it's like Tiny Tim. But yeah, no, Timothy Dalton. Not only is one of my favorite actors, he's been a Time Lord in Doctor Who. He's been the greatest Time Lord of all time. Literally the recreation of Rassilon. Okay, he got impaled through his bottom jaw in fucking Hot Fuzz, a movie I've recommended to people already. You know, it's my point. It's like when I try to recommend things or when I try to do stuff here, I try to do it like entertaining like. But like if I just am here quietly with no music be in the background, and I put out three tonight. Oh, about three tonight. We're coming up literally on the 11th hour. My new video is coming out. It is the third part of my ongoing series of all of the toolboxes I have. Right? Hot Fizzy is a good movie. Hot Fuzz is a great movie. Hot Fizzy is a movie I've never seen, Rob. Don't correct yourself or me, Rob. Just sweet. Okay, you're getting it. Sweet. Tiny Tim was the most knowledgeable music before. No, we're talking about the giant guy who's like, show me, blah, blah, blah. And he was actually, he had like, so here's the reason why. Actually, Tiny Tim is a great example. This is why I will never do my cute little voice unless I'm rich already. Because if I have enough money to be like, okay, hold on, wait, okay, and be like, at last, like, my love has come along, right? Like I've got like a higher pitched voice. I've never used in singing. Like I want to do some jazz, I want to do some standards, but I need money and I need time and I need effort. And when I tell you, like everyone in the world, right? My problem for the past 20 years has been the devaluation of music, art, imagery, and editing with a human like output. Like I was up. Let me tell a story. I really don't like talking. I was up for like an editing gig here in tiptoe through the tulips. I'm dead. I was up for like editing gig for this guy. He's a local North Carolina fellow. He's a large creator here. You guys do the figure out like who this is, but like he has a Mister in the name of his name, or at the beginning of his name, and he has like a very kind of devilish fucking name at the back end of it. And they said don't trust the beast in the Bible. I don't know. Anyway. Well, like really is like so the scary part of that is he died. The scary story part of that is he died doing what he loved, right? That's not scary, that's amazing, right? This guy was so dedicated to his craft that he was defying people every day of his career. Right? He'd go out and he'd like do his show, and then one day he was just in it so hard that he was ready to just, if I could go, this would be the perfect moment, and he fucking just passed away. Yeah. By the way, I think it was a heart attack because no one ever paid attention to him. He was a big guy. This is why I don't do like my face on stream, okay? Because, like, dare I say the idea that the more I put my face up here, the more you guys are, like, apt to watch, but the less you guys are apt to listen. Oh, don't say that to me. I eat egg every morning, damn it. I don't eat 12 eggs a day. Do you eat 12 eggs a day? Owl, you're, as an owl, you literally, if you eat the egg, you digest it and then you eat it. And then you wrangle up the whole thing, right? The whole shell. And then you feed the wrangled up shell to your kids, right? So it's like Tommy Copper had an attack on stage. It's quite dangerous for comedians to have a medical incident on stage. No delay the response. Rob, I like go eat your eyes in your ass. I like go eat your eyes out and then your ass. By the way, an owl might actually be able to do that. I doubt the eyes, but the ass certainly could eat his own ass. I got a smoke in my eye. This is the thing, okay? Okay. Mies is saying it right, okay? Like, if I was like, oh my god, I'm having a heart attack. Right? You guys would like sit here for 5 minutes and you would believe that I'd do it for 5 or 10 minutes. But after 20 minutes, every one of you would be like fucking getting worried. Right? If I was like a fucking flish, or like a flish, like a flish, like a fish flopping, like a fish flopping around. Speech impediments are shit, y'all. Call 911, baby. It's like, no. This, okay, Rob. Owl already has my phone number. It like Owl could call me, disrupt the stream, cut off the sound. All we'd see is like, yeah, my first name is Matthew. My middle name is Edward. I go by Eddie. Do you have a first name, niece? Well then, okay, then maybe just forget my phone number, dang it. I'll take the sign down, just pretend like you ain't a friend that's gonna call the cops on me. Being like, man, my friend's in North Carolina. I'm in New York, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, I'm in North Carolina. He's in freaking blah, blah, blah. I know his address, blah, blah. Yakety, yakety. Okay, now you're good. I know. I shouldn't put that kind of, like, express. You know, there's plenty of people around here who probably will notice before I don't know. It's like Appa would say, that's Appa from. My wiener has a first name. It's Oscar. No. Okay, Owl. I'm going to give you some advice right now. A wiener is about yay big. But a baloney is about yay big. And hold on. And the saying is, my wiener, no, it's not. It's, my baloney has a first name. It's Oscar, right? No. Edward Elizabeth Hitler from the comedy series Bottom. No. What Hitler? What? Eddie? No. There's no. What? By the way, Spock's first name is pronounceable. Spock's first name is pronounceable. You know, we've never had an actual breakdown of what his first name is. And I would... Okay. Oh, okay, damn. Well, I mean, do you want to get the mod tonight and then roll it back? Because I'm worried that you're like, you know, Hitler. You said Hitler. I don't like Hitler. I will vehemently deny people in this world who want to talk to me about Hitler, because I know everything I need to know about that asshole. And then you said, yeah, your first name's unpronounceable. You know, if my first name was unpronounceable, I would definitely claim that. But like I'm telling you right now, Spock's first name is a mixture of multiple different names. And the reason why it's unpronounceable is because there's one part that's pronounceable by humans, because it is the telling of his lineage, you see? T'Pau, right, is an old character from Enterprise. But T'Pau is also the mother of an Enterprise character, right? She's also, like, a bunch of other friggin' different characters. This is the problem I get, like, No, Spock is in the middle of his name. No, his name is like, it's like because like if you know anything about like Leonard Nimoy and how Spock character and all of the Vulcan culture came about, you're gonna already know that it is a like a young Brooklyn like kid's fucking view of like Jewish culture from the outside, although being in it. Also, like Spock, Leonard Nimoy. I am not Spock, rejecting it, right? I am Spock, believing the idea. You know what he did his entire life? He literally took pictures of people that no one ever took pictures of. He spent his artistic life making art of photographs of people that people would find detestable. Or they would find, like, they would turn their head away at. He found beauty in fat and, like, and disgusting whatever, right? He said that like people are people, people aren't what they are on the outside. The stuff on the inside is fucking amazing, right? I used to be 320 goddamn pounds, and people used to tell me I was fat every day of my life, even when I wasn't that. I got to 320 because people told me I was a piece of shit. I was a fat piece of shit, and that I should never have a fucking place in the world. Now, did I lose weight because of that? No, I lost weight because I literally got sick and almost killed myself with a complex of trying to make myself work myself to death. Life is not about how much you can fucking build or how much you can burn. It's about what you can make that means something to the people around you. Now, I make 1 to 3 videos every day. And I believe that out of the 4 videos I recommended today, 3 of them being my own and 1 of them being a squirrel dancing in a fucking video, or at a window, a puppet of a squirrel dancing in a video. You're gonna tell me that I'm like the worst person here, that I'm a pessimist, that I'm a bad person? No, I'm a very good person because I believe that everyone out there deserves the chance to have a fucking positive moment in their life, because I'm so surrounded by negativity that I really want to fucking just break down and be like, fuck it all. But I am not that person. I will never pick up the Halo firearm from a video game. By the way, this is a 2015 Microsoft, 2015 Mattel pistol from Boomco, a company that doesn't exist anymore, that tried to out-nerf Nerf. But you know what? Nerf is an idea. It's not a brand anymore. It shouldn't be trademarked anymore. There should be no way that Nerf owns that shit. Because when someone in a video game fucks your shit up on the back end, right? Like you're the player and the developers, what is it called? It's called nerfed. No, Nerf, Hasbro shouldn't own Nerf. They should own like Foam Flingers or like Buzzbee or whatever the fuck. This is the point. They should have figured this out before it became. It's like, hey, hand me a fucking tissue, right? We don't say Kleenex anymore because, like, when we say hand me a Kleenex, they're going to charge me. By the way, I just paid a penny to fucking say that word. I'm done with it. And we're done with this. Hold on. Again, let me go back. Goog's 175, most happy. From the beer gut. Okay, aside from the beer gut. Fucked out outside noise. Hold on. People ignore what's on the inside of humans. That's why I love Die Hard 3. Rush Hour. Well, Die Hard 3 is a better example of that. It's 2 people colliding together in essentially, which is the late 90s, like racial tension. And anyone who tells you that we're in a post-racial America can go fuck themselves. It's a fucking dumb fucking idea. Anyone who says the government should be run like a business can go fuck themselves. That's a dumb fucking idea, because a business is there to make money, but a government is there to fucking help people. How can you make money while helping people? No, you can only help people by giving them the money. Linux is a win. Nerf wars, as Rob says. NURF. That's a good way to spell it. Maybe we can like destroy Hasbro because they're making shit right now. Every Nerf gun they put out, you have to like modify to make it like as good as, let's say, like a foam flinging gun from uh, what is it? What's this company? Damn it, dude! I used to be so into this, and this is the problem. Like, someone's gonna ask me about blockies in 6 months, and I'm not gonna know shit about them, right? Even though I got a blockies literally right there. Uh, uh, shit. Okay, hold on. I have to look it up. It's so I carry around a Nexus Pro, right? That's by okay. It won't send it. Hold on. It's by Adventure Force. No, Adventure Force. It's also Dart Zone. I have a bunch of Nerf guns by Dart Zone. They're killing Hasbro, and there's some Chinese company, and this is like the problem of the world. Okay, like if American companies want to, compete with the world, then I'm gonna tell you. Here's the hard truth. Okay, if here is what all of the people at the bottom are getting to get paid for, and here's what the corporate assholes at the top makes, right? Then here's what you do. You unscrew this and you pour this and you fill this up with all of this. You fill the cup. Because the people down here are the people with the cup asking for something. Please, sir, may I have another? And they'll be like, no! Eat your meat. If you don't eat your meat, you don't get no pudding. No, Rob, you and me both agree. I miss the day, like, I have a 1968 Buick Skylark out there. I got a 1966 fucking, Cadillac Coupe de Ville. One's my friend and one's mine. Both of us struggling. He is a millionaire. I am not. Both of us struggling. Cheers to Charlie. That guy gave me more money for this channel. That guy's responsible for way too many things on this channel. And I told him multiple times, I was like, you fucked me over. And he hasn't. Because you have to believe. You have to understand. Dave _ Deadly. Freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose. If you can tell me who wrote that, and I'll give you 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Chris Christopherson wrote that. I've been told my entire life that that is a Janis Joplin song, and I've told people that that's a Chris Christopherson song. Then also Highwayman is one. And he wrote the entirety of that. The deep thinker of the Highwaymen, right? Willie Nelson was the guy who didn't give a fuck. He was just happy to be there. Waylon was like, the staunch supporter of the old ways. Johnny was the guy who looked forward to the future, even though he'd never see it. And Chris, he wrote what Johnny saw. Also, I'd recommend Millennium. That's a great movie. It's by It was written by Chris Christopherson. It has Chris Christopherson in it, and it's about people from the future. He loves sci-fi shit, right? So like, if you ever heard that song "Highwaymen" by the Highwaymen, uh, off left starship, cross the universe divide, right? And then when I reach the other side, like Johnny Cash's point of that is that was written. That was like Johnny Cash said, "My voice works better when I tell other people's stories," which is why "Hurt" is such a good song. You see, like I hurt myself today. You're right. It really makes sense when you realize this guy went through fucking hell and back to make anything of his life. And he grew up in the 50s and the 60s and shit, right? The 40s, 50s, and 60s. So my dad walked through shit to get what he had, and I will never turn my back on the idea that got him there. And that's the American way. Is that businesses should have like competent people who give a fuck about things. That our corporate culture right now is about how much we can cut and drill the Welch way. By the way, Welch and Welch's, it makes sense. There was a good joke that I had seen on 30 Rock where Alec Baldwin is trying to like practice his speech. He says, "Tell me if this is a good joke," right? He's like, Jack Welch is so good because he squeezes all of the juice out of his employees' mind grapes, right? And I literally remember laughing to that and being like, fuck, that's actually how they think. Like, the realization it was such a good joke that it was actually true. And then I stopped laughing and I was just dumbfounded by the idea that the dumbest motherfuckers with no sense of fucking humor are the people who are telling us to make Dumb and Dumberer or Dumb and Dumber 2. By the way, Dumb and Dumber 2 is not as bad as Dumb and Dumber. Sorry, hold on. Let me go check out what's up. Dave Deadly, Dave _ Deadly has not said anything back again, so I assume you are not a real person. I really wish you'd say something back because I did directly say something to you, or you said something and then left. Okay, or you deleted it, which is also another possibility. Sure. Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Seeking power, I would find it at the seat of Congress. Goose, you run for Congress. Dude, you'll do well because no one. Yeah. They don't make things like they used to. Shake my head. Rob, relax. Rob, I make things like they used to, damn it. Rob cheers at me. I cheers Rob back. Owl talking about eating ass. Yeah, Mies saying, I heard saying no man is your friend, no man is your enemy, every man is your teacher. That's not a bad saying. I would say, in response to that, that's true, but when someone tells you who they are the first time, believe them the first time. That's Maya Angelou. I want to tech people to eat my ass. Everyone wants tech people to eat ass. Oh, you are the ass man. The Highwayman. Dude, had good stuff. The Highwayman had a great song. Jack Owsley's back. Owsley. He's happy to be owl friendly. Back in black. Doo-doo. Hit the sack. Yeah, we're done. Okay. I was born to just smoke crack. Okay, yeah, okay. I get it. Okay. Now, okay, honest opinion, Jack. 1 and 2 are, yes, 100%, like what I would call Christmas movie compatible. Okay, they're not Christmas themed, but they happen during Christmas, so they are Christmas themed compatible. Okay, now hold on, Jack. Can I tell you another movie that I love very much? It's the Emmett Honor and his Jug Band holiday special, right? They're two sides of the same coin. Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Farley is not still alive. If you'd ever like seen anyone that size, trust me, and on that level of crack cocaine, both of them, yeah. John Candy, both Chris Farley and John Candy, definitely got way into the cocaine part of the business because they were trying to like mask their feelings about being the fat guy, right? The guy who falls down in Chris Farley, or John Candy, the fat guy everyone loves but no one actually wants to love. Why do you think I love both these guys? Why do you think I'm not willing to settle for someone who pities me? Here's a good point. Now, here's the other question, right? Am I willing to give up a little piece of my like hatred of the world to fucking have something soft and amazing in my life? Yeah, go find that girl. Just stop being a hard ass. You know, hard assery never made the world better. Just being cool did. Like if you could like sunglasses your life and be cool, right? You know, Caleb Gates says, "Hey man, what's up, Caleb Gates? How you doing, bro?" And Low Man 1016 says, "Is that Baby Yoda?" No, that's Grogu. That's Grogu. Baby Yoda is not a real character in the Star Wars canon, but it is also yes, 100% Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda, do do do. No, we're not doing that. And Caleb Gates says, "Hey man, nice shot." Farley's 33. Well, how old was John Candy when he passed? You have the knowledge, Mees. You get the knowledge for 33. Where's the 34 guy? Is it 34? You have to figure that out because I am not the researcher for the channel. Also, I have a drink here. This is pure alcohol, or it's pure water. You guys have to decide how actually dedicated I am to getting drunk every night on stream here. So, yeah, we passed the 94. How old was he? 41. Yeah, yeah. You were 41. He was. Yeah, he was about 40. I'm 45, so I'm doing a little bit better than him, and I lost weight. Also, like that guy was not that fat. Like people talk trash on him, but he was just like tall. He was like 6'3" or whatever. He was tall. It's like okay. I'm 6'6". At one point in my life, in high school, I was 300 pounds, and everyone called me fat ass every day. I was not fat. I was just big, right? It's so dumb. Like people. Here's the problem with the world. Here's every problem with the world. Hey, look at that battery. That's a DeWalt battery. Oh, that's not a DeWalt battery. It must be a piece of shit. No one's gonna see how it tests out in against DeWalt batteries that are 10 years older than it. See how that works. I've had so many knockoff batteries, regular fucking batteries. They all perform the same because they're all made in the same fucking factory, right? Hey, DeWalt made their batteries here, and we make the DCB 200, right? It's like, it's so dumb. The thing that Americans have forgotten that our best exports are our ideas, and right now we're dealing with the worst ideas that America has ever produced in the last 200 fucking years. Not 250, 200. There's a reason why I say that. Go look at the history. I grew up in the South. I know exactly what arseism is, you know? And when I say that, I say it as an arseism.
Right.
You going to bed?
Yeah, well, soon. Wake up at 7.
Are you? I love you, Dad.
The job at 9.
Yeah, okay.
I will be on the job at 9.
No one expects us to be out there at 9.
I will be on the job at 9.
If you want to go out there at 9, you want to argue with me right now, I'm live on stream. You can say hi to people who are talking.
Hi, guys. I will be on the job at 9. Your son will be on the job at 9. You show up whenever the hell you want.
has to be the funniest fucking thing I've heard all night. The funniest motherfucking shit I've heard. You talk about a guy who's performatively telling me to fucking do better. And I do it here on stream. By the way, I have, 2 million views lifetime in 6 months doing just shorts. Like the frivolous things in my life. I don't have time to give you guys a long ass fucking video. I have time to sit here and like party with people, but I don't have time to fucking go out and placate my father. I'm gonna tell you, my dad is pretty politically liberal, although he's very conservative, as he would constantly say. I would say he's actually the opposite. He's actually conservatively liberal, or no, sorry, financially liberal, because he'd fucking sell a goddamn fucking house, the whole fucking farm today, right? And he's conservatively doesn't give a fuck about anybody else. So you guys ask me, like, where I should live in between those two thoughts. Because he's not give a fuck about me, not give a fuck about anybody. He's like, you can go and do this. I'm going to drag your kid out of bed. I was like, cool, drag my kid out. You should have been doing this since that kid turned 16. But you gave him 4 fucking years to fucking just be happy, fucking go lucky, fucking Aaron, fucking, fuck this, fuck that, cursing up in the fucking bedroom. And I literally told him I was done with his shit. Like, okay, look. Family's family. I love my dad, I love my son. I saw this coming. I actually saw this coming 2 days ago. That's why I had 2 days off from... If you want Googs to go live, he'll do that. Actually, I give you full permission, Googs. Here, everyone go look at Googs, okay? If you want to see someone who is, like, potentially actually what you think I am... No, I'm just driven crazy by the fact that I have no fucking place in my life. And the only place I have in my life where people actually give a fuck about me, right, is my family. They'll give me the basic fucking treatment. Yes, I love you. But everyone here grows to love me every day. You don't have the numbers. Rob, you will one day. Also, I try and promote you as much as possible. The problem is, like, talking about me and my channel right now, because it's my place. No one ever believed in me. No one ever gave a fuck about me, right? No one ever gave a shit about me. Actually, here's the only reason people gave a shit about me is I owned a truck and that I was able to pick up a couch with 2 hands and carry it to the truck. It's 9:30, dude. What? Oh, quiet time in the RV parks. Oh, because you have no idea how to be quiet. And we could just go hang out in the Discord. It's called @follow. I also am not the person who set it up. The Discord is not mine. I do not own it. So someone threatened me. They were like, I could have destroyed your Discord. I was like, sweet. It's not my Discord. It's like, destroy the Discord. Like, people set that up without me. Owl and check out @red_carry_crew, the unsung hero of my life. And also @Tater TV. You can't be thankful enough for the people who got me where I am, the people who got me any attention. Also, like, I'm not looking for attention. If I was, I'd be like, toilet bowl around my face and showing it. Like, here, be like this. It'd be like toilet bowl around my... I'm a poopy man. I'm a poopy man. I'm a poopy man. I'm a poopy man. Please send me another text chat. Oh, I'm a poopy man. Oh, I'm a poopy man. Right, with the stupid fucking train going around it. No, fuck that guy. By the way, you've all seen that guy. Fuck that shit. No, Rob, I'm doing a good job. It's because I'm doing a good job on the forefront of fuck that shit. Like, there's a new hero arising up. And when there's like, someone's like, yeah, blah, 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 chat, and there's like, and it starts over and it shows you the video and it says, there's a star man, right? It's like, someone's saving you from yappers. And I'll admit, I'm a yapper. Yeah. I'll yap every day on live stream because I feed off what people here bring me. The live is only as good as the chat. Like, Rob, you laughed all night tonight. It was because you and I have a history of like literally making probably the best or the quietest little jokes at each other. By the way, if you guys really want like to last 6 months, I've been making videos here. Rob has constantly said something on it, and it's a little romp. It's a nice little idea. Like, even he doesn't understand how this works. Even, like, I definitely understand how this works. Also, I need to go to bed by 11. I also need to take a shower. Because I am way filled up overhead with sloshy, nasally bullshit. Rob's too old for Discord. Although I'm on the Discord, so technically that's not true. I'm actually older than Rob. But I have one drink. Can I pack a bowl? Can we do a bowl? Oh yeah, that's right. A whole big bag. Look at the big bag. And Al, don't tell Rob what he needs to do. Don't tell Rob what he needs to do. Although if he shows, it's cool. Exactly. Don't ask him. Don't ask no questions. Why Rob need a big house? Why need Rob need a big, huge, gigantic knot? Ah. Don't ask no questions. Also, don't be stupid, folks. Okay? When you see something you're like upset about it, maybe just realize it might be a joke and they're trying to like tell you something. That maybe the pastor of your church is probably in the Epstein files. Fucking A. No, you didn't. No, you didn't fuck up. No, Rob. No one fucks up around here. Okay? Everyone here is either socially adept and they don't get it, or they are socially awkward and they totally get it. The whole point is like, if you got ADHD, if you got like autism, if you're a Down syndrome kid and the only thing you can say is like certain things in certain ways, I don't give a fuck. Okay? I love people. I think smart people, smart ideas. Okay? The dumbest people can be smart if you give them smart ideas. Think about that one. Just think about it, right? If you instead train the dumbest people in the world to be your subservient dickbag bitches, right? And then they'll defend you every day, right? Or you could just tell them to be fucking good for themselves. You could maybe like give them more money. Or you could, instead of taking, I don't know, 500% or 350% of what everyone else in your company makes, corporations are fucked. So people are like, America is fucked. I was like, no, corporations are fucked, right? Because the New Deal happened, and then every year after that, since 1940 something, we've had an infiltration of the worst people. I don't know, a guy named McCarthy who said, "Are you this or are you that? Tell me in direct details. Are you a knockoff battery or are you a knife that you bought from Walmart?" It's a good question, right? It's a good question. Which one of these two are you? What's the knockoff? The $7 knife made in China from fucking Walmart, or the $7 battery, or the $8 battery. What's the fucking. No. No. I think the reason why, if you want to get political, we're going to go a little political here, okay? Okay? He should have got for Last Crusade, not Untouchables. Untouchables was like a racist portrayal of probably the worst people in American history. Last Crusade would probably actually redeemed him a little bit, I think, because he had a backlash from that. Also, I don't think him not doing the Matrix got him any accolades. I don't think him doing League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, because he knew the guy who was producing the pick, and he said he'd give him the highest paycheck out of everyone that they possibly could get. He didn't read the script. He just skipped on the Matrix and was like, "Yeah, that's a big hit. Maybe I should have been the guy." But I'm telling you right now, Lawrence Fishburne was the guy. He was always the guy. Okay? If it had been some other guy, Neo wouldn't have been like this guy. Like, okay. The reason why Sean Connery should have never been in the Matrix, and the reason why he never was, because he already played that role as Ramirez. Okay. And then he already came back in the weird sci-fi reboot of the series. Just, sorry. Okay. I remember a couple of weeks ago, turned out Gandalf. Due to its success, he thought it would have, he should have accepted the league. No, okay. So, hold on. No, that he had gotten offered for it. The reason why he didn't take it was because Jeremy Irons or someone didn't take it, right? Like, Jeremy Irons didn't take it, was their first choice. Because they were looking at cheap. And then they went up for Gandalf, and it was cheap, right? And then they went up for Sean Connery, who is literally in the worst career dip in his life. He hadn't done anything in, like, what, 8 years? You know, here's the thing, is like, why I don't get, like, politics is because I never paid attention to politics over, like, my lifetime. But I can tell you and recite to you every Hollywood drama my entire life. Rob, please don't hate me for that. You go be a nerd for something for 20 years, like knives. Oh, wait, never mind. You know what? I think you get it now, Rob. You're all right. Well, why were those good movies? Because they were made by righteously good people who had, like, a righteous indignation to remember and tell people that, like, the villain of the story is the villain. He has no redeeming qualities once he becomes the villain. Okay? This is why, like, I'm going to be real, okay? Darth Vader is the most complex character in the history of film. Because film is not that old. Because Darth Vader is the savior of the prequel series, and he is the hater of the end series. And that everything that he does in the new series, that, let's be real, not everyone liked, I don't give a fuck about. Because I grew up when Star Wars actually happened. Because we didn't have, like, prequels, Jar Jar, we didn't have any of that. I'm happy to know that I grew up in the time when, like, 4, 5, and 6, right, were the only fucking options. What? No. Okay. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. No. Mies. Okay. Mies. Just. Okay. Listen. Vader is incredibly complex right now because. No. Hold on. Because in the prequels they painted him as a sad boy. Thank you, Al. In the Clone Wars, they treated him like he was a villain turning to the light side, in reverse, right? And in the Ahsoka stuff, they treat him as like an absolutist, which is what we needed for the time, right? But I'm telling you right now, like Vader is the problem with the world. Vader, okay, Vader came out of the idea, and I'm going to be real here, and no one will verify this or understand it, but I understand art very well. Vader, the story of young Anakin Skywalker, came out of the fact that no, hold on, movies don't suck because the people who make the movies they might suck, but they're trying to make you something good because they have a guilt. You see, Vader became a good guy in the new series because, like, here's George Lucas, right? He could literally said movies suck, blah blah blah. No one gives a this that. Or, me literally like I don't know why you're telling me to defend him. Like he's fine. He has a whole sign up in my chat, my world, my room, in my place. Look, okay, and you're just trying to distract me now. Okay, look. The first trilogy is about resistance against the studio film industry. The first three Star Wars movies is about that. The resistance. The next three are about political shit. Okay? Political dealings and how it all breaks down and it turns into you doing what you do, right? No, I'm glad you're laughing, right? Because you're like people triggering. Like you want to trigger me. I told people I have ADHD. You guys want a fucking entertainment stream. I'm also in entertainment. No, okay, Googs, he might not be like reading actual like aggression or animosity into what I'm saying, but like I am an easy mark in that role. Yeah, but you say I'm actually having an open mind with a cat head and a laughy face emoji. Like that kind of discounts, right? No, slight aggression against the ED, right? What? I don't know. That's a rage against the what? Googs, I love you, bro. Neil, I don't know what you're on about. Meese, listening and understanding are two different things, my friend. I lived surrounded by the worst shitbagging assholes in my life. Told me like, yeah, go ahead and do whatever with that person over there, right? It's like I'm not gonna do that, man. I was raised right. Like I'm the guy who walks up, who takes the cart and takes three carts up and pushes it up into the. I might as well be a German citizen who's afraid of the Holocaust and having it repeat again. Like that's the whole point, right? It's like I pushed the cart up to the top of the fucking. Someone said to me once, "Well, someone taught you right. You was taught right. Blah blah. Blah. You was raised right." And I was like, "What? No, like literally, the distance between me returning the cart to the cart return and me going up to the cart return to the parking lot is equidistant, and I'd rather just save someone 2 seconds or 10 seconds to walk out there." And then someone was like, "Yo, that's cool of you." I was like, "Well, if being cool is like being accepting that there's other people around you and that maybe you should like just give a fuck or give a care about anyone around you." And literally, the past 3 days, I've had every instance of this BS happen to me, where someone tells me I'm sitting there, I'm gonna buy some stuff. I don't pick up a basket. I don't do carts Because if I can't carry it out the store and pay for it without using one hand, then I'm not going to buy it, right? Mace, Mace, are you paying me for my opinion yet? Because one day, if you'd like to ask that question, and it's paywalled, I'd love to tell you all about it. But I would say I'm actually kind of in the middle there. I am yes, but I am no. I also need to pee very badly, and I'd like to drink a shit ton more. I'll be right back. I don't know what Goobs just said, but like, Goobs, maybe that question about OCD was about you. So, quick question. Now that everything's dark, am I evil or am I light? Doesn't matter. You know how humanity can never choose between what's right or what's wrong? But I know definitely what's right because I've been wrong. Okay? Understanding, belief, ideas, they all come up to everything. Rob, he says he's evil. Rob, okay, well, I'm just kind of slightly evil. Like, I'm just, like, mostly evil. Not, like, actually evil, but, like, kind of evil. Like, just, like, evil enough to make jokes about evil shit, and then not evil enough so that, like, I'm not actually being evil. Like, like, what's up? Ska! 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 I just killed Soundwave. He's like, oh, I'm sorry. Did you just call me batshit crazy, Rob? You should subscribe right now. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. By the way, I'm Batman crazy. I indignatiously always will, like, hold heartily up the secrecy of everything I do good. Rob, you think I don't know that? Rob, here's the real question: how are you not riding around in a replica of, like, a tumbler built out of a Ford Fiero? With a Batman costume on? Like, let's be real, Rob. Rob. Is this Rob's intervention? Rob, 83-63, should have been 69. I believe we're here for the intervention. How come you're not wearing, like, a costume? How come you're not Batman driving around? How come you're not driving around like a mock tumbler? Huh? If you want to build one, you can just come down here, do a Ford Fiero, like a couple, like, sheet metal, like, strips, a couple parts, dude. I'm telling you, bro. And then we can also work on the costume, right? I'm working on one of these Gears of War costumes eventually. I'm not saying it's happening right now. I'm, like, saying that when I make anything off the channel, I'm gonna reinvest it into what I'd like. So I'm just gonna call you Bruce 8363 Wayne. Is that how we're doing this, Rob? Now do I have to remember more specific shit about our relationship, or can we just go back to being Rob and Ed? because that would be fine. I'm not Robin. You're Robin. You're literally the half of your name is Robin. If anyone's Batman, I'm Batman, and I don't want you to hate me for that. It's okay. Also, where's Rachel? And then I've got this to say to people: cheers to the fishes in the deep blue ski. And there should be a video out already. Hold on. I'm on my channel. Hold on. My videos. Short. So we have a video that is coming out. It is scheduled to come out what is the time? At 10 in 5 minutes. So I've done 9 plus 7. What is that? At least 1,500 views already. I don't know what this one's gonna do. I'm guessing at this point probably 2 to 5. Be optimistic. Be optimistic, and also remember I'm drunk, and I'm gonna leave you with these things here, right now. No, not my videos. Okay. Cheers to the people everyone loves. A nice old friggin' delicious Batman stream. I need to get the costume to do that. And before we go, I'm smoke a little piece of this J-Bone. Because I really don't want to smoke cigs. Also, I can't. I have to wait till 1 in the morning to have another cig. But I can smoke this. There's no moratorium on smoking J-Bones. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Also, pink smoke. Not pink drink, pink smoke. Yeah. No, Owl, I told you send it to me. Just go to your channel, Bronx Mycology, at Bronx Mycology, at Bronx Mycology, at Bronx Mycology on YouTube. And then Bronx Mycology, your Bronx Mycology song to my personal phone number that you know personally because you are my friend. And I also care very much about you. And I've only got like 5 more spaces before I get big. By the way, Rob, you're all right. Wow, I did not pack this right, did I? And I'm supposed to professionally sell these. It's on this Owl channel. What? What? No, Owl, just send it to my phone number. Like, you want me to watch something. Okay, to anyone out there who's prospectively subscribing, you know my politics isn't the deal here. I don't do a politics channel. I do a feel-good channel. Like I talk about what could fix things in your life. I talk about what could actually make a difference in your life. I smoke pink J-Bones. Sorry if you hate that I smoke pink J-Bones. Sorry that you hate that I have gigantic butcher blades covered in blood. Right? Rob, that's the perfect way to tell Owl to fuck off. Go eat some eggs and then eat some ass, damn it. Eat ass, then get some eggs. I don't know. But I also got Halo guns. Literally knocked over a sound wave as a transformer, as a joke earlier, and here is the Joker, and here is I was not happy with this one, but it's literally a character from the stream. It's bulimic Iron Man, yes, or anorexic Iron Man. Anorexic Iron Man. Brought to you by McDonald's. Or Whack Arnold's if you're like old school. You get it. Just lost a lighter. Hold on. Ow. Ow. Alright. That was fake. I like literally I fixed so much shit with these hands. They're all calloused and fucked up. I can like pick up like a piece of like burning coal with this. But before I go, I should recognize that tonight I just put out a video about my toolboxes, my mobile toolboxes. Yes. Well, I'm not trying to make that noise. That's it. But like, I have a cleaning box. I have a tools and diagnostic, write-ups diagnostic. I got demolition and sawzall. I got cut and pry. I've got T-stack, which is a bunch of other tools that do not have anything to do with what I talk about. Got art. There's art. A bunch of art right there. No one gives a fuck about art. There's a brad nailer and some other things. No one gives a fuck. But everyone gives a fuck about who the top fans are tonight. Oh, it's Rob. Rob, 8363. I think the first time I've ever said that Rob is the top fan. No, so Googs, hit up. Okay, Googs, before I go, hold on. Googs, just hit up Owl. He will like Googs and Owl. Owl will make all of the dolphin sounds you want. You get what I'm saying, right? Like it feels like y'all are that fucking song that Rob loves so much. It's about made for loving you, baby. But Mies says, "What is my cat's name?" I don't have a cat. My last cat was named Sphinx. But the current cat that I take care of, this calico cat, her name is Zoe. I don't know her last name or her. She's lived here for about 6 or 7 years. I don't know any of her. I just know Zoe. By the way, if you're a cat and you know the cat and it has 3 names and you know all 3 of those names, that's your cat. Like I don't like what? All right. Number 2 tonight as top fans is Mr. Always Owl, the at inconspicuous owl. Literally being the most conspicuous motherfucker in the world, saying I just want to eat ass, living in literally New York City. New York City, the place where you can eat ass, right? Just go and eat your ass. Like, just go to a club. You know that. It's all good. It's all good. Sphinx is a great name for like an Egyptian black cat. So, and I would hang out. Googs and see, Owl is an ass man. He's an owl man, actually. Like he's an actual owl man. Like he would save people with his giant wings and all that owl shit. Okay. Number 3 tonight was Mies. And number 4 is Jack Osley. Who is Jack and Osley? All your shit. Jeez, that guy's like a dope ass fucking remnant of a time when people just like walked away from shit. By the way, Jack, I respect the feck out of you, and I would also keep you in my brain every day. I told you, Jack, that I listened to Time Team and Jack, 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 right? It's literally the part where like it ends. It's not, you know, ooh, 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 Jack, 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 Jack. Like it rolls up. Anyway, and you know what I'm talking about, Jack. Neil, I'm never on Discord, bro. I'm never on Discord. Okay? That's number 5. That's at the Googs. Number 6 is at Thinking Time, who's been listening this entire time. And number 7 is Shorts McGee TV, someone I actually say what's up to and fist bump in real life. Like this, like, what's up, Shorts McGee TV? Yo, what's up, buddy? Although I didn't like blackface the fist. Like I'm just saying. He's not the same complexion as me. But life is not worth. Life is not worth giving too much of a fuck about everyone else. The people around who love you, they will take care of you. The people I have here, they're here for me because when I tell, let's call it inconspicuous owl, to be the agitator of the world and give me every moment to let me just go ahead and throw down and say, am I open or am I closed? I'm going to be real. How long till that freaking sign goes off? Mister, I've been here for 202 minutes. You just got out of work, I'm guessing. You work too much, by the way. Can I do the symbolism thing real quick? Can I can I maybe walk away for 5 minutes and maybe like walk back? No, I'm just gonna pack. I got some weed here. Just pack it. I can kill that J-bone. Oh no! Here's the thing. I should smoke. Woo! Oh, did we get like a craggly-eyed Googs together with a winky-eyed owl while Mister will still not give me my ball back? Literally a video out now. It's the 3rd in a small series of I don't know what to do, so I'm just gonna do what I know. I'm gonna be real. I started this channel on I don't know what to do. Someone asked a question. Well, Rob, how much have you deep dived on the channel? Good question, right? Right, like, okay, you know, when a kitchen closes up and they have no more food or no more time or everyone's off the clock, what happens? You turn that sign off, right? Now, I grew up in a place where when you turn that sign off, don't come knocking at the door because you probably get shot in the face. Because, to be real, the people who own that place, well, they're going to gun channel that shit in your face. Oh, shit. You said your shit was supposed to be a gun channel. Or was it supposed to be an Asian Buns channel? Oh, my God. Are we rolling up on, like, the real reason why you want to show off your guns? By the way, Rob, you have every opportunity to show off your actual gun. And when I talk about guns, they ain't your fucking muscles. They ain't the shit inside of your fucking body that fucking makes you look all fucking strapped and capped. It's the shit that makes you fucking look good when you fucking do right by others. Because I've been a big old motherfucker for way too long. No one fucking likes me. Everyone thinks I'm a gigantic fucking monster. Right? when someone says you're a monster, you prove to them that you're fucking something fucking better. Rob, you and me need to talk in person because I need to know exactly where the fuck you're coming from because you are just as bad as Owl. Like, if I have two mods who are on two ends of the extreme, I'm happy to have both of you, but I really need to know. Like, is this something you're like entrenched in? I don't know. Look. Blah, blah, blah. Everything here is fun and games until someone makes it something stupid. I like firearms too. You get. I'm gonna go a little bit. I'm gonna go a step further, Rob. I love firearms because I love fireworks. I love big old Chinese explosions. It's just like, okay. What? He's doing both at the same time, Goose. Like, that's the thing. Like, you're trying to do the same thing. You're trying to leave and drop at the same time, but you're always leaving one. You're never taking one. You're never, like, taking one to the place it needs to go before you leave one. I can't find you or Googs or in there anymore. Like, dude. Okay. I'm going to leave this alone. I am an enigma in the YouTube algorithm. I have 14 likes on one side. I have 13 likes on the other. Take both of them. 8 people watching. If you want to drop a like, you want to give a fuck, just don't. Not right now. You believe in me now, go watch my videos. And go see what I do. Because the stuff I put out is like, it's not for men. It's not for women. It's for everybody. Right? Because I'll relate this idea that one day I went out and I told a woman one day, I was like, hey, you could literally just do this, right? You could just do this. Just go look up on YouTube, right? And now she is an amazing woman. Also, like, I date that woman every day. She's strong, amazing. She's got a huge old fucking big old booty. Right? It's like, fat bottom girls, you make the rockin' world go round, right? Same thing, my stuff is for everyone. Well, Rob, if you could actually say same space thing, period, my stuff is for everyone, period. I'd respect you a little bit more, but I also respect you like way too much more than most people are giving you the credit for what you're doing. I know you're working fast. Just calm down, relax, and just punctuate things, right? Tools are for self-defense. Tools for self-defense are sacred. No, I'd agree with that. Mr. Numbers, okay. I have a pitchfork. I have shovels. I have, like, literal fucking defenseless, helpless, like, farmer weapons all around me. No, Rob, Rob. I'm saying that to me to tell you that, like, you shouldn't get as worked up as I am. Also, all of you guys are, like, I'm way drunk. I'll admit that. Like, I've had at least one of these plus this much. So we're talking about, like, half of a fifth plus that's what's left in the last quarter of a fifth. I'm a big person, okay? I'm also trying not to, like, to be the guy who's, like, fall asleep on people and crush them, like 6'6". I'm 220 pounds, 230 pounds right now. Checked it this morning. Do I have bulimia issues? That's a real deal. Like, that's a real deal. Like, people told me I was fat my entire life. No matter how many diets I took, no matter how much of this stuff. Look, if you're lost and you're worried, I've been there. If you're worried that you're not good enough, I've been there too.
join his damn Discord. No one should join my Discord. Like, I'm telling you right now, I don't own it. I don't have anything to do with it. It's a fan Discord. It's called @follow. And by the way, acolyte means follow. If you follow me, then join my damn Discord. But if you don't get it, like if you're one of the people who have unsubscribed, right? I get it. I understand exactly why people unsubscribe. Why no one wants to like me. Because I tell people the truth every day. Because I can't help it. Because when I see hypocrisy and hatred, I don't see hypocrisy and hatred. I see people struggling to explain their worldview. And here's everyone's worldview. From Jack Owsley to Mr. Numbers, right? Every one of us wants to be liked. You know what I like? I like all you guys. I like everyone who shows up here. Why? Because it's built into the idea of the channel. Because if you're here and you're talking, if you ask me stuff, then you're already. I literally pointed to if you know my regular stream, you know I have a tinker. No, the whole point is like, I'm trying to end this stream right now. Go to bed after taking a 40-minute long shower. Because no one's had a shower tonight. Because everyone's so guilty that they're worried that their cost is affecting the output of the house. Ow, like, ow, relax. We all wanna talk. And Jack says I'm very likable because okay, Jack, here's why I'm likable. Because every day of my life, I've literally spent my days. Can I like here? Jack, can I tell you why I'm so likable? Because I've spent every day of my life trying to figure out a way to please people, but the only people I can please are the people who aren't real. That you're real, people are real. I can be real as fuck. Yeah, I have problems. I don't like to show my face. I could probably do with a cool mask, right? Like it'd be like, I'm a cool like ninja, but like I show you a little piece of it. Yeah, exactly. I've been left behind. I've been left behind my entire life. I've been told I wasn't good enough. I've been told that I was a piece of shit. I'm going to exactly explain this 100% to you is like why I don't like any of those things. By the way, I know that. By the way, I have the face that Francis wears. Also need to fix all that. So here's you guys, hooked on phonics. So why do I not like Mr. Beast? I am subbed on one channel, the channel I'm always always in on, right? Why do I like him? Because one day I live in North Carolina. You know he lives here too, right? He literally show up in my life anytime when I'm in a Walmart and be like, "Yeah, you're Mr. Beast," and I literally pull up my phone, pop it out, and be like, "You know, you and me are the same dude, but like we're exactly opposite. I give a shit about people, and you don't." By the way, No Child Left Behind means every child leaves nothing. Hooked on phonics means you're hooked on drugs. No gets left behind. No, all gets left behind. This is the problem. I lived through. Okay. I lived through all of that stuff. This is why I don't believe when some guy comes along with a negative, like, kind of like, acerbation, and he tells you, I'm gonna be the best motherfucker ever, I'm gonna kill everyone, I'm gonna shoot people in the head, I'm gonna be like, bang, and I'm gonna be like the best Halo player in the world. No, it's a dumb fucking thought. No, listen. The radicals in the industry have been people who have always known to just the weapon is just as dangerous as your vengeance to press and hold the trigger and then blow your hand out a little bit. Have to hold it and go like this. I don't know if anyone's ever played actual. Al, are you asking me if I'm retarded? Because I'd say yes. Like, can I get more retarded? Please, let's try it. Also, like, I go to a doctor. I pay $6 per visit. My heart and blood pressure and all this stuff, it's all under control, right? But the one thing I can't get is dental care. Because that's all I have. I'm a jank-o'-lantern. I'm a janky person with a jack-o'-lantern face. I will never be the happy-go-lucky dude till I can smile again. And as much as I want to tell you guys, like, hey, the fucking entire medical fucking complex of destructive fucking fuck you, preconditions, you are like, so I had dental insurance for years and I had a pre-existing condition. By the way, it was called being Irish or Scottish. Bad teeth. Dad has 4 teeth left in his head, and he owns every single one of them. And he treats them like a trophy in his life. Hold on. What's people saying? Chairs, no shoes. Oh, so if you're out there, you're dealing with boot problems, working in the world, Destinex, that's the powder you want to put in your socks or pop in your boots. It's a really disgusting thing. Also looking heavily down at the chat. Like, oh, there's the star of the show. Everyone loves Francis. Ah, hey, I'm Francis. He's a plastic skeleton. By the way, I painted this picture. I'm still working on it. Art is shit. People don't give a fuck about art. Oh, I could go. Oh, no, hold on. Inconspicuous Al literally saying I should come to New York and then show my art, and he would tell people about it. So that's what mouth job means. That's not blowjob. Blowjob's a sexual thing. Mouth jobs out in New York, they're like, like the mouth kids are like, read all about it. We're the newsies of the new day. Check out this art piece. Go check it out in this place down in Soho. Think I'm joking, by the way. It's real. What did Mr. For a gift of help. One robs, and when you're down, googs. I exist to understand that one day I'll have that. I understand that, like, I am living in the worst age of Americanism. I'm gonna have a piece of vodka to say goodnight to everyone. A little piece of Americanism. Globalism. Wash all that down. and know that there's people in the world who have dental care, who have health care. People who ask me every day, you should go to the chiropractor. I was like, I don't have insurance because I can't afford it, because it would cost me $800 a month. America is the land of fuck you. And as long as I've been alive, it's been that. I've been taught the opposite of that. And I want to make that real. Because I think everyone out there needs to know it. I think the worst of us are trying to tell the best of us how to be better. And I think that's fucked up. One day I'll be able to smile again on stream. I'll be like, me. I can't right now. I lament every day. Until I can just feel comfortable out. No, it's not that. It's not rest in peace. Rob. Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am all the time. It's for all you.